So yeah, let's see if this is it. But other than that, I've been having some technical difficulties. Let's see if we could get it live. But if not, yeah, that's it. Oh, there it is. Oh, I just see a black screen. Come on. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, hello. Tease. All right, yeah, so it just glitched me out there, but good morning. The market is already opened, and if you guys didn't know, there's a meeting right now with China and the United States, and pretty much it's going to go on for today leading into tomorrow, and then from there we will see. But that's why you're up. And remember last week some of the activity. But good morning. Good morning. I gotta send out my plays. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. I'm in a coat. All right, good morning. Yeah, man. And remember, look at where you guys are at on the calendar. We are halfway done with the year. Let's have a day. Hood, Clifford. Again, no companies were added to the S&P 500. So that was kind of the disappointing news over the weekend. These all suck. Good morning. HTZ, Hertz. Again, Pfizer had a lot of announcements. Like we said, bro, all of the drone plays, if you guys weren't there in the morning, even though it is still the morning, literally all of these drone plays went crazy. Again, the Nibis as well. If you guys recall, you still have those up still near 1,000%. Actually, they came down a little bit. Warby's going crazy too. And then ACHR, all of those, ACHR, any of the drone plays, those are actually doing amazing. Then you got old Google's coming back up. Tesla, Navitas. Again, watch any of the drone plays. I got one more I'm looking at here. Please hold while we connect your long term. Oh, beautiful. OLED. Oh, yeah, watch Boeing, too. They had the confirmation there with China that the planes are going to be delivered already. So watch out for that. Again, last week we had a lot of that. You have 2 sets of Nibis. I forgot about that. So I don't know if you want to make those free or not. Boeing's popping. Disney. Again, Nibis had the other one. Yeah, ACHR is a drone play, I believe. What's the other one we had? We got another free one last week. And then Bitcoin plays are all coming back up as well. Yeah, Navitas is up over 100. Oh, that's Synopsis. If you have one of those old Synopsises, they are worth $100 or so. What the fuck? I'm down. Oh, I don't think they're gonna fill. All right. And then Boeing, remember we sold a lot of those. You even have the Magan, that one's still up. And then silver, again, some of you brought up even platinum running alongside of it. So watch out for that. All right. And then remember, you had a lot of those pop and drops on Friday in terms of like rumor tied into it. I haven't looked at pizza. There's AMD. There is Nibis, ACHR. They don't make drones? Are you sure? Which one? What is ACHR then? Oh, did my other one expire? Yeah, I should have had another drone play. Remember that free one? We played Archer or something? But yeah, that one expired. Duolingo. Good morning, baby. KWM. That was the Bitcoin one from last week. It's around that same price. I still have some of those. So again, I like it with Bitcoin now. It's just going to take a little bit, but we're going to sell off on the first go green on there. Gilt on the high. Nivda's up by 2 as well. Spy's going a little bit lower. Yeah, Joby. Again, anything related to the drones is going pretty nuts. Nibis. Where's that one? Yeah, Nibis is above 50. That's going to be a big level. It's either going to stop out here or it's going to go to like 52 to 53. But they haven't added more contracts yet. No way. You would have thought they would have. Oh, wait, I think we can. MRK, they got an approval. They're starting to run up. Yeah, they're up by 1.6. CoreWeave's chilling out. Yeah, ACHR, that one's on the low. You got ARM on the high. Let's see where we're at price-wise. So again, we are, remember the conversation, all-time highs and all of that. So where we move from here is going to be key, but seemed like it was a good start. You got NASDAQ green, but it's giving me vibes of last week where it's like it's moving slow. Oh shit, a couple things already flipped. So let's see. ASTS. Again, I like all of those. See what ends up happening. Again, all of them for a flip. Just anything related to the drones and space and Elon. Those are all getting some juice. So that's their SPY's going red right now. Keep that in mind. We'll get up Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 108. That thing's actually holding great. Let's get up oil. And then just remember, too, from last week, if we don't get any currencies moving, it might be a scam. Yeah, equal weight's actually in the green right now, so SPY's barely red or going red. Nutrila, Apple's on the high. You got WWDC. There's Nibis climbing up. All right, and Disney now. FCell up 22. Circle has options now. Yeah, Disney's on the high. I have not seen the Denarchus. And Matt's still crumbling. Yeah, Circle options are like $2,000 a pop. 700 is the cheapest. Zena, I saw that one. Pepsi, it sucks, man. Dude, where was I? I went to a movie theater. Does Pepsi own the movie theaters? Because I kept seeing Pepsi everywhere. And they were like really pumping Pepsi. And I was like, I want to buy the stock. And then I was like, oh, I missed X dividend. So keep that in mind. If you want to buy Pepsi, though, you did forego the dividend. Yeah, is that KNW? Oh, no, that's another one. KNW is not KWM. Those are two different organization of letters. Yeah, the Circle, I mean, a lot of people are buying them. You can flip the Circle options if you have a lot of money. And if you just want to play the flip, again, this whole play, I took the weight option on all of these. You think Regal only? Yeah, bro. I saw them everywhere. Everywhere. Nibis. So they're still green. Again, they broke above 50 and fell. CoreWeave down. Did I just see Snapchat on the high? Yeah. Oh, who's the other guy? There's one more play from the morning. Oh, the Alzheimer's one. Whirlpool running. I like that. No, it's not a gold. Is gold down? Newmont's down? I think silver's up. Again, the silver premiums are crazy, but I hope you guys notice, too, how slow silver is climbing. It's like moving past record 15-year levels, and then it's doing it so slow, bro. It's actually kind of crazy. Meta on the high. There's Oracle, not Circle. Oh shit, yeah, wait. Oracle might move though. It's a really late play, but you guys know anytime there's like a China meeting and then Oracle and TikTok, it just always catches a bid every single time. So that's why I'm bringing that one up. So see if you actually get that following through. Again, whatever ACHR is, that one's still going. Tesla now pop. Yeah, Tesla on the high ticker out of nowhere. Man, that chart looks hideous. So yeah, SPY's near the low. Tesla's starting to go again. Oracle, that's waking up. NASDAQ is, believe it or not, green still. Dow Jones or the Russell is green. Dow Jones and SPY are the ones barely red. And they have earnings on Oracle. So yeah, watch out for that. That one could be a big one. MP, more materials. Again, more Tesla as well. Schlumberger to the long term. I mean, if you have a lot of money, if you're kind of in a bigger account size and you could dabble with energy, then yeah. But other than that, I'm not really I'm not a big fan of energy names for the long term. I prefer biotech and medical. NASDAQ down 0.1. Maybe mine is glitching. My NASDAQ 100 says green, and then my futures say red. Boeing, popper. Oh, actually, remember, we flipped one of them. We flipped one of the plays from last week that was, like, super out of the money. So, like, low-key, bro, we might be able to double dip. Let me check. I'm going to check the other premiums. Oh, that was for June. Yikes. Yeah, they're dropping all the bids on the Boeing for some odd reason. How did somebody buy it at that price? ASTS. I thought Archer was an air taxi company, yeah. Oracle going up again, and then now this SPY. You even got a firm on the high as well, too. And Tesla, again, that came out of nowhere. You got Googly Woogly. Again, people have been getting bullish on Googly Woogly. Synchrony went up. Snap again. Let's see travel, too. You guys remember last week, you had a very, very big outperformance. ACHR's air taxi, yeah, eVTOL. Again, there was an executive order, I think, surrounding eVTOLs. So everyone went crazy. Googly again, Boeing, back to Cali. AS. Meta's still going up. That'll be nice. Again, Tesla. And then SYM. Intel. Oh, I think it's something with Dell, but otherwise it's just general demand. But I saw something over the weekend with Intel and Dell. It got me thinking. Oh, and then the Nibis short-term plays are up. I forgot about those. You guys remember we took a double dip? Those actually just ripped. You have time on those, too. Those are not as short-term. U.S. Post notice of aluminum products subject to tariffs. So, yeah, CoreWeave and Nibis, they're starting to take off. Thank you for motivating you. You got 20K for the long term. I love it, baby. That's it, man. And stick with it, bro. Years. You know, I was even having this talk with my mom yesterday. Me and my mom were talking about long term and how it's very difficult to hold. My mom was tripping out, bro. So I was showing my mom all the accounts, and she was tripping. She's like, how? It doesn't mean. I thought everybody losing. I thought it was a bad economy. She was tripping out. She didn't understand it, but I was just telling her time, bro. So I hope all of you, man, if you have been motivated, just remember, like, time, dude. That's what we are really taking advantage of little by little, and it adds up. And if you have that consistency, man, and you give yourself that time frame, it is going to work out very well for you, man. So I truly hope all of you take advantage of that. Yo, those Nibis June 13s are lagging. You're going to have 5 seconds until it goes, okay, yep, there it is. They just went up. Bro, that shit was at 30. I was going to do it, but it went from 60% or 30% to 60%. As by the time I finished that sentence, and it was still there. So again, they were doing that little pop and then hold. Oh, wow, they added more short-term Nibis contracts. Little scammers. Did I already make these free? Did I make the second Nibis free already? Fuck, I don't remember. Let me check before I make a move.
Yeah. Did you make a free? I just forgot. Yeah, no. Wait, no. Thursday, Friday, no, he don't make free. Yeah. I don't know Nibis. Like a Nibis. You know?
Pending. Okay, I made my Nibis free. The June one just went ape shit. So yeah, now we have both sets. Two free sets. The other one's still big as fuck though. That's what I hate. Oh, Mr. Hanlan. Woo! My guy. Thank you, my friend. Shukran, Habibi. Shukran. Alright. Yeah, Core Weave going. Again, Nibis already had it. And then Spy's just holding. There's Rocket Lab. So add another one of these fucking space styles. This one's just space. This one's not even like, what's it called? This one's not even like a drone, is it? But they're starting to go up. There's a lot of activity on that one. Believe it or not. Hey, Bart, baby, welcome. Woo! Gap going. Let me check the fucking volume on Nibis. Because, again, we got good plays, but you also have good profit. So do something with that. Nibis, it's already double average volume by 10 a.m. or whatever. And then it's expected to have a big day. Not as big as the other day, but still up there. Yeah, Zena was moving. Again, Zena's part of the drone things, I think. We heard a headline on aluminum stuff. It hasn't moved it. Tesla's starting to move. Again, Gap. I was just called up. That's up 2.5 right now. TLD. Anarchist. CGNX. There's Core Weave again. I think long term's up because of Meta today, no? Yeah. Whoa, that's Core Weave. PCG been melting down. There's been a lot of like meltdowns in a weird way. Like when you look at a lot of the staples, they haven't moved. Bowen's going, man. I looked for some plays there, but I couldn't find a decent one. I do think we're going to hear a headline eventually, and I already have a play. And then Goldman on the high, then MOB, GS ripping. I haven't looked at financials. Remember on Friday, they started very good. Yeah, U.S. Post notice of steel derivative projects subject to tariffs. Products. So yeah, they've sent that out today. They're sending out all the so on and so forth on who did what. Or like what products are going to be further tariffed. Because again, it's within the next, 30 days or so? Everything expired. Pizza! Can't believe it's above 50, bro. Hey, man. Hey, yo, Bird, baby. Well, welcome, man. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you joined. It's always good to see a new member, but a new member excited about Philo? Like, what? Oh, dude. I got a good one today. I have so much Philo, I had to make another Philo. So this weekend, bro, I was just writing a bunch of shit down. I'd be praying. I'd be chilling. And then, yeah, there's a lot. We got a lot of Philo today, so I hope you're ready. We even open up the day with some plays, too. So that's always fun. Yeah, the ACHRs, whichever one, I don't know. Let me see. Nibish is going. So we're just shy on 1,000% on that one. You still have the Nimbus? Yeah, bro. I remember last week you said one of them you held. Those are big hitters. So make them free though. I've already paid myself out about 2 or 3 times on Nibis, and I still have a bunch of them for free. But that one, make sure you guys get paid and have a good week. Woo! Spy going up. I'm not muted. You're just getting anxious. I know you heard the typing, baby. Calm down. You'll be good. KOF. Yeah, Core Weave, bro. And then Lemonade now. You got a lot of stuff kind of running. It's pretty surprising. Yeah, 52. Oracle, I still like their Oracles. Whatever, remember Lemonade, the insurance? That one went crazy actually the other day too. I've actually never played that one, believe it or not. And then Upstart, SPY's trying to break out of that range, but it hasn't. Yeah, Lemonade's weird. They have a lot of cheap options. Be very careful. Because some of them, they look cheap, but then go look at the last trade. Like, you're going to get hustled. Nibis. You could ghetto spread the Nibis, again, or you could just make them free. Hood didn't drop more. Yeah, I am too, but it's good. I think it would have dropped more if somebody else got selected. But the fact that nobody got selected, I think that's what helped keep it up a little bit. But regardless, it did have an effect based on that sphere on the high. Again, SPY still holding. The expected volume for Boeing, I'm not too sure, actually. Boeing is actually below average. Right now, it's trading at average. There's Tesla now on the high. QXO. Again, Oracle is non-stop. That's moved 1%. Now UAVs, that's another one. Then Dash and that KWM one, the Bitcoin shit. It's coming. That's literally at break even right now. TRV on the low. Macron. All right. Well, we're holding. Nib is coming down a little bit. Austin Google partnership. Oh, no way. Remember, that one went crazy the other time. So, let's see. Did they fill them? Yeah. All right. The premiums are a little jacked, but I've hit this one before. Oh, that has a little bit of time. Yeah, Oust Google partnership. Remember, we hit that with Tesla. I had to make it free within seconds that one time, and then it did have some follow through. I don't even have it up on the screen. Yeah. As our, what did it fill me at? Not bad. Alright, yeah. Alice, remember, we hit that one with Tesla. 5 million seems a little slow for the first 30 minutes. Yeah, it's still early, because that sometimes it will go fast, and then it slows down, so it doesn't matter how much. And then, like you said there, if it does speed up a little bit, that could change all of those numbers. So, we'll see. But I wouldn't trip on it too much. Again, we are waiting a readout or info on whatever the hell is going on there in China or London, the Chinese meeting there. So we will see. But then, Chad, I need to go to the bathroom. We had those technical difficulties in the morning. I didn't get time to go to the pate. So follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Coat News on Twitter. And I hope you're feeling good. Shout out the long term, baby. Oh, where's my news? Give me the news channel. They giving me ad. They don't give news. Come on. Pizza. Yeah, that's on the high. The house went up, so contracts are up almost 100. They just have really weird spreads. Uranium, CCJ, Nibis is trying to climb back up. I'm trying to go to the bathroom, but, you know, they tie me up over here, bro. AEHRB. My goodness. Yeah, Warby, all right, see if Nibis comes down. Rocket Lab again. I looked at those. Oust again. Premiums went up. A small amount of follow through. Nothing crazy yet. Again, Bitcoin plays are up as well. Yeah, that Navitas, whatever. And then silver premiums haven't came down, which I think is odd. Upstart. Another ASML. Good morning, my friend. All right, well, we got 5 more minutes, and then we'll be at the top of the hour. I don't think we have much data. Yeah, Rocket Lab, again, all this space shit just keeps climbing. Constellation now, they're moving up. Again, they usually gap up and then sell off, but this thing hasn't moved to start off the morning, even though there was a lot of the nuclear plays. FI on the high. Let's see. Dude, do you guys notice it? I don't know if you guys I don't know if you notice it. We haven't done anything. Do you guys see this? All this movement to go absolutely nowhere? We are just chilling. So yeah, kind of crazy. All right, we'll see top of the hour here. Crypto. Oh, I forgot about Peloton. Yeah. Oh, you saw the way, bro. That Waymo was crazy. And then LA though, then they started lighting them up on fire right when I posted my first Waymo ride. Okay, Rocket Lab. That one just went up another like 5% right in front of me. Okay, I need to go pee, man. I'll be right back. Come on, big money.
Enterprise so aggressively as well.
Well, I'm just saying.
Doesn't mean. By the way, there doesn't need to just be one winner, does there?
No, but it's a surprising.
Oh, it's a tease.
It's a tease.
Yeah.
Nice.
It,
You got it.
yes. Who did win the Big Tony's? Who were the
Maybe happy ending.
Purpose.
Sunset. Yeah, there was a few.
Sunset?
Yeah.
Yeah. Purpose one. Play.
Everyone saw that in the office except for me. I was working. David, did you listen to the podcast?
I listen to a lot of podcasts. No, actually, I don't. I just try. I like to listen to Sam Altman talk about the end of the world coming. No, he never does.
I'm just listening
Never
to a
does.
choir. Just got to listen to a
Okay,
choir.
these,
Oh,
I
what's a
haven't
break
left yet
now?
because
What's
I don't
the
know if they're
story?
gonna shut the
I
fuck
like
up
Man's
and
every
they
show.
playing the
Just
music.
the tempo. Ouch.
the
Jim, we'll
fuck
see you
are y'all
tonight, Mad Money,
doing?
6 p.m. Eastern Time. S&P
this a
6002.
commercial
We'll be
or
up there
y'all
after this.
just-
Don't go away.
Why did that take so long? Dude, that just confused the fuck out of me. Fucking Jim. I still haven't been I'm going to the bathroom, bro. Fuck these guys. Y'all gonna watch the vlog, you know that? Because then y'all gonna ignore the vlog, and then a month later, you're gonna ask me about it, and I'm gonna be like, I posted it a month ago. Why do you hate me so much?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope
Look, I
you
got a
had
nice-ass
wonderful
tan,
weekend.
bro.
I'm chilling, bro.
Y'all
I'm
crazy.
Getting my tan on.
Here, I'll let you just watch the
grounding,
Waymo
looking at
part,
the
because
sun
y'all
like
don't
a
care
plant.
about the money part, right?
Have the calendar
Right, because
dates
then you
as
would have
well.
watched it already.
We'll go over pretty pictures and all that tomorrow, and I'll see you in the morning,
Okay,
baby.
BRB.
But yeah, here is Google trying to kill me. Cactus, you should know where we're at. I don't even know what I was gonna show you, but we're gonna do this Waymo bullshit. I'm terrified, Chad. Do you know where I am? Does anybody know? Alright, man, it's 2 minutes away. You know it's more expensive than a Lyft SUV with 10 times chase points. This is not a sponsored post. Oh man, I'm terrified. I'm like actually scared. It's her idea. Man, my girl asking me to intervene with a guy yelling at her. I'm like, you have two choices right now. I risk my life in this Waymo, or I risk my life in an altercation with drunk people. Okay? I say Waymo. Okay, I'll pray for him. Holy fuck, it's mine. It said, look at it, it said GG, bro. I made it say GG. That's, yeah, unlock. Oh shit! While I'm recording. Go, baby. Go.
Hi.
Yo, no one in here? Oh, hello, brother.
That's my name on the screen.
No. Start the ride.
Hello, from Waymo.
Google. Oh, he just take off! Oh, you.
This experience
Yeah, bro,
I ain't
look,
listening
it's
to
already
the
going like
safety
20
drill,
miles an
bro.
hour.
to buckle up is the same as always.
Oh, yeah, I should. I didn't even buckle up. You took off too quick.
Yeah,
Oh, hell no.
It's a trip, bro. There's a trip. All right, SPY is even tripping out. Top of the hour. Wholesale trade 0.1 versus estimate of 0.2. Inventories 0.2. Estimate was break even. So not bad. I was wondering. Yeah, and Vitis is going again. A lot of chips are still up there, and then anything related to damn space. So yeah, and then a lot of tech as well. I haven't checked on Mag 7 the same, but they're holding. So remember last week though, we saw a lot of that. And dude, I can't shake this right now. Do you guys not see this SPY? We got a China meeting. You have all this stuff from last week. You're holding right near these highs, and then boom, you're just hugging 6,000, bro. We're not moving at all. So let's see what happens next, but head on a swivel. I feel you could go anyway from here, and it has already been 30 minutes. Again, volume seems a little low, but that could change probably as we start to get that. LRN, whoa, LRN down 140 to 138 on one candle. LRN, it already looks weak. Again, I don't know if they're involved in anything. Yeah, people already bought these cheap. Honestly, the contracts haven't gone too crazy yet if you want that, but it looks kind of a liquid. If that's related to anything with news, education, the China stuff, that could move, but watch out for that. Small Pepsi fun. I have full self-driving on the Teslas. Yeah, that I was just tripping out on, because again, I've never been in a car with nobody. that was definitely a trip. I was even with LT when we looked at that property. He you know, LT loves his Tesla. He's like, no, and I was like, bro, it's like, this Waymo is insane. And like, he was like, no, it drives this. I'm like, no, bro, there's no driver. But then we realized it. It's like Tesla is like the Apple of self-driving, I feel like, and then the Waymo is just like a clunky, ugly piece of whatever. And then it just does its thing. Yeah, space is running, bro. Oh my goodness. Not bad. Yeah, space, you got 6% on those two candles. Again, they usually like sell off. I'm surprised this one hasn't moved yet. So pretty much comparative to all these like little space companies, this thing is barely budged. So honestly, that might really be it. Pizza, yeah, Fat, I remember that one. They got the exclusivity. I liked it. And then again, space is like your only space name that hasn't popped yet. I think people are chasing that. Now you got MasterCard and a couple of others on the low. I see energy up, and then I also see Walmart coming down. I see financials coming down. So that's not good. Again, SPY and Dow are the weak ones. NASDAQ and Russell are good. Fucking bonds haven't even moved, man. Let's see. Did YouTube hide the channel? Oh well, you might be new. Welcome. It's part of the whole cult experience, hunting for the channel. So yeah, I don't know if YouTube did that on purpose, but we found a way. So enjoy the scavenger hunt. It's like, what? Even Rivian? Again, RKLB, I might even just keep that up. Not even damn Lucid's going up. RDW, I don't know, isn't that another space one? Now you got Tesla. Again, SPY still at VWAP. Canada to boost defense spending to hit NATO's 2% a year GDP target. Okay, not bad. EYEN? What's this? Ion? Inovia is up 4%. Honestly, it looks kind of crazy, but it's only up 4%. Again, unfortunately, it is one of these small caps. ALB, I don't know if it's Albemarle, or it could just be, again, anything related to like materials, magnets, rare earth, space, and again, eVTOLs. These are some of the recent executive orders. Nibis. All right, the other plays are still rocketing, so that's good. And then Spy, bro. It's a Jaguar. Oh, the Waymo. Yeah, it's a EV Jaguar. CCJ on the high. Again, uranium. You started off good. You even got Google, whatever EYEN is. That's another one. Spy is being stoic, right? Again, Nibis on the high. Micron as well, and then chips. So again, you guys are telling me about Intel as well earlier. MTO. Press conference. Oh yeah, I forgot. We are gonna. You might not get anything on it though, because I even heard this morning they were talking about tomorrow. The meeting might even go into tomorrow, believe it or not. All right. NWE, jeez. There's a lot of things moving, but it's kind of now it's like balancing out. You still have the Dow red, but yeah, the high ticker just got another burst. But equal weight isn't moving up. Equal weight is down while the normal SPY is green. Ay, ay, ay. Ah. Oh, did it sell them? Yeah, all right. I got out of Nibis 1,000%. Every $50 turned into 500. And we have the other plays too that we just made free. But yeah, I got rid of the big one. So that was a good play. Getting no love after Buffett. Well, remember Buffett left. Or he's going to be stepping down, but other than that, yeah, Twin Peaks getting halted, TWNP. Weren't they going to get bought by 6 or whatever? Or I might be tripping. Boeing's going up as well. Thank you for the SYF. You're welcome, but I have to ban you now for talking about it. Remember, you're not allowed to talk about that shit, Doc. So if it's on the stream alerts, that's against the rules. So thank you, but make a new account and don't tell me. Or again, I think I'm gonna unban you guys in like 3 weeks. But yeah, follow the rules, follow the rules, follow the rules. Another morning of me reminding you to follow the rules. Woo! The Trump meeting, that's what I was just telling you guys. It might go to tomorrow. So it's not really Trump. It's like all of the big trade advisors. They are meeting with a Chinese delegation in London. And they're already started it right around the bell. And then we're going to find out by end of today, but even into tomorrow, that might continue on. So we will see. Core weave. Stream alerts in 3 weeks? No, I said we'll unban any banned chats in the chat. That's pretty much all we're going to do. Nibis flying. I know, we killed it. We were early. We got our Nibis right before everything. So that's why. That was another gift. I know some people were looking for it, so I hope you take it. I hope you get paid. You know, someone said they wanted it. They were praying for another core weave. That was a baby 1,000%er there within a day or two. So take it. It might go up even more, but I'm very content. I got one more free play in there, but everything else worked out very, very well. Yeah, KWM now. That's the Bitcoin one. That one's starting to go. Warby. Yeah, Warby keeps popping. TWM now. Again, you just had that halt on, what's it called? TWXP or whatever. Yeah, Warby's starting to do the breakout. Those plays are going up now. Okay, Nibis still climbing. I'm out of it. I left some off the table. Left some on the table. Inspired you to make a long term? Good, bro. Telling you, get the long term and stick with it. But I have a warning, actually. Oh, dude, I have a... Can I use Noah? Noah, are you here, Noah? Noah sent me an email. Noah, are you here? If your name is Noah and you email me, can I use your email? I think it was Noah. There was 2 people, bro. And like, oh, dude, are you guys ready? You know, honestly, I just turned like $50 into 500 several times over. I think I could have a long-term rant. Honestly, too, and the fact that like this even blew my own mother's mind. She was confused because she watches the news and stuff, but she was batshit perplexed that our accounts look like this. Honestly, some of you should be perplexed in a world where everything's crazy. The S&P is barely green. You know, how do you have this, right? So here's the deal, though. One of the chats sent me an email, bro, and it got me so excited. He sent me his long term. He's like, Josh, I stopped gambling. Ever since I stopped gambling, look at this. Then he sends me his long term, bro. And I see this account, bro. This started at like $2,000, and now it's at like 12 or 15 G's. And I got excited for homeboy. But then as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, fuck. Because even I looked at his account and I got the feeling. I don't know if y'all feel me right now. Bro, I saw homeboy's account and I felt it. Because I was like, whoa. And I was like, damn, that's amazing. I was getting excited for him. But as I saw it, I stopped. Because then I was like, oh, fuck. If I feel how good that is, he probably feels that too. And then I realized that's the problem. Why? Because I hope all of you right now, when you look at your long term, psychologically, bro, it's going up. It's going to feel amazing. You're going to start thinking about the future. You're going to think you're God. You're like, I could do this. Oh, yeah, I'm going to make... You have a lot of confidence right now, right? What are you going to do when that account starts going down? Because inevitably it will. And that's where I need you to have the same excitement, energy, and everything while it's going up. Y'all need to make sure you are prepared, because whenever there's a downturn, if you feel this good about it on the upturn, how do you think you're going to feel when it starts going? It's going to be the same thing in reverse. So just be mindful of that, man, okay? I really hope, because I'm excited, and some of y'all, even after last week's Philos, bro, and I'm literally speaking to you guys. And, you know, I think some of y'all hear me, man. And you sent me some stuff, and I'm seeing your progress, and I love it. It's amazing. Let's secure it. But like I just started thinking ahead, and I got so excited for homeboy's progress, but then I was like, wait a minute. This is very emotional. And I was like, dude, I'm fucking emotional. I can only imagine what he's going through. So just keep in mind, there's going to be a time where it's not going to be as easy. There is going to be a time where instead of just going up after up after up, it's going to go down. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but, you know, it was during like 2023, I think, 2024. How many of you remember? I've said this to you. I've showed you this example. I think we were right here. It was like 2024, around the summer of 2024, and I was saying the same exact thing, because I was telling some of y'all, I was like, just be careful, because right now every day we're waking up and it's just going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, right? So eventually, though, just be mindful. There is going to be those pullbacks, and you have to make sure that the mentality, when it starts coming down, don't let that be a problem for you. Don't let that turn into a negative thing that should be when you're buying. But again, I noticed it, and I was tripping out, man. But good work, congratulations, and like I've told all of you, man, prepare. And that means when things are going good, prepare so that you're defended for when it flips. When things are going bad, I need you to start planning for the harvest. You know what I'm saying? So good work, baby. Oh, you matter! And some new members. Stop it. Let's go, baby. Good morning. Oh, Monday. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I love it, bro. Long term for life. We got good ones, bro. But that's what I'm saying. I see it, and I could only imagine, though. And I know some of you, because I see the emails, bro. I see what you guys are saying. And I think some of you, it clicks when it's going up. And I'm seeing homeboy with a small account, And again, he has the same account. It just grows, and it starts off really slow, and then it just takes off. But that's why I'm like, on the arc, you're like, wow, you're planning, and you're thinking about everything going right. I need you to think about now the pullback, and I need to make sure that your journey does not get derailed at the first sign of trouble. And I hope you guys are all thinking like that, and just general preparation. Right now, everybody's, wants to chase. They want to get all this stuff, but you should really be thinking about the next move at every corner. So, amen. Yeah, and UNH had that pop. It didn't have follow through. You got Broadcom going. Remember, they had earnings. SPY went up a little bit, just back to the opening, and then we're in that pin. The bonds are at break even, and now they're starting to chill out. High ticker still has a bunch of names, a couple of space names, nuclear, eVTOLs, all of those same leaders pretty much from the morning. Those are all still in play. Boeing. Yeah, bro, and the SLV contracts keep climbing on all of this. CN. Yeah, silver is literally at the high right now. Embrace the drops, indeed. Indeed. Canada should no longer send 75% of defense capital to U.S. Okay, Micron. Yeah, Micron's been going up all day. Nimbus is up. The plays I sold are 40 cents higher. And then remember, we still have the free set. Those went up another 100%. And then, like I said, a couple of other names breaking out. And then even the plays that we had from yesterday or this morning. Pizza. Then Tesla, that still moved up. It was actually down 3 or 4%. SPY's good. If we could break out of here, this will be nice. What time? Man, it's not even 7:30. Hasn't even been an hour. So yeah, NASDAQ breaking out. Bitcoin still high. I haven't really looked at currencies. Yeah, they're all moving gradually. SMCI on the high. I don't like the equal weight though. That's the weird part. Equal weight is not budging at all. So it doesn't even look like we have anything going on. It is top of the hour, so let me get you guys a checkup. But it's kind of a weird breakdown today. Dell's on the high now. There's that SPY candle getting a little bigger. The Tesla, that was on Friday. White House, Mpox remains a public health emergency of international concern. Did you guys know that? White House just said something on Mpox. I think monkeypox. SMCI. I saw it on the high ticker. Is there news? News or flows? It just popped up $1. And then as far as pre-market movers right now, or not pre-market, in intraday, you have 10 names green on the Dow, 20 in the red. And then you have 50 names green on the NASDAQ, 50 names in the red. It's literally 50-50. And then SPY 243 green, 259 in the red. So yeah, it's like 50-50 with the Dow leading a little lower. Again, SMCI, that just popped up again, $1, $1.10, $1.30. Wow, that's most of it right there, yeah. And then SNPX, Synaptogenics. Yeah, wait a minute, bro. Is this SMCI? I might be tripping, but I think that just moved 3% in that one candle. I kind of like that. Watch out for that. Trump to host event highlighting investment account for kids. SNPI, Marvel now, add that to the list of chips. Again, you did have MU and Micron running, then SAP. And now you got Palant on the high. And then NEM, more gold. Again, gold and silver. I think gold is on the high. Yeah, a little bit off, but then silver is starting to break out. Again, those plays are up almost 100%. Kind of crazy. ARM 138. CAR on the high. Sarepta on the low. Let me actually take a look at healthcare and biotechs. And Staples, man, still down. It'd be nice if we get that move, but no. All right, man, and SPY holding, but it looks like it wants to move, but unfortunately, man, for Monday, and even though we have all of these headlines, you know, It's just like, dude, you're right at the opening candle. The pin is disgusting today. Oh, Amazon. Yo, decent pop on Amazon. 214 to 25.21. It's about 0.5%, a little less on that candle, but it's starting to move up. Again, you got the Trump headline. We're going to get some sort of event from him very, very shortly. SWK. Hi, JD. Doubt your efforts, not your aims. You mentioned it to my facility, and it was such a pivotal moment of reflection. I wrote on a post by my desk. Good. Amen. Amen. For the rest of your life. Never forget that. That's it. Doubt your efforts and work harder, but never where you going, baby. Amen. Good morning. Well. What a weekend. And now we're here on Monday. Market, Amazon, that's big volume. I was still holding. Oh, where's the other one? Circle. That was the IPO. Remember, they came out with their options today. Oh, they all dropped. Womp, womp, womp. Let's see. Volume leaders, ACHR, Cube, all of them. All the volume leaders are straight up all of these, like, all these ones we saw in the morning. Okay, SPY move again. Joby, ACHR, all of that. And then UNH, and then, yeah, Oracle had a lot. Oracle has traded a big amount of shares. A lot of people are going back and forth. SPY starting to move. See, watch, because look at bonds coming down. Remember the last couple of days, we've kind of watched that dynamic, and TLT is at the danger zone. So just keep your eyes out for it all. But now this is our first move above the high. Like I said, the equal weight is not participating. So even though it's only 0.1%, which is smaller than last week, it's kind of odd because it's not as obvious and clear cut. Like big tech is in its own little world. Now Tesla just went green. You got IBM, Dell, again, Micron, and a few others. They're going crazy. Universal Health drops after Goldman conference. Oh, that was in the morning. Again, there is the Goldman Health conference. We're going to get a couple of that. Kid investment account is tax bill going through Congress, scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern in Washington. Then there's Uber on the high, then Vitis, then BWNB. Tesla, again, Uber starting to go up there. Yeah, and Palantir. Yeah, look at the high ticker, though. So it just worked its way up. You got, like, it's a small little block going down. You can see it. And then now that kind of just shifted as we're making your first, like, intraday high. So see if that can break out. It's great. Remember, you are above 6,000. So, again, all of the levels here are pretty easy. 6,007 to, like, 10 and then 13. And then the previous high. And then, like, I think it's 27 or 50. And then that's it. And then we're playing the all-time high game. Yeah, Tesla. Now you have Alcoa too. Watch again any materials and then anything related. Again, uranium, eVTOLs, space, all of those on fire. Nibis still holding. CoreWeave, again, uranium on the high. Microsoft's barely green. Apple's barely green. Baba's starting to move up now too, actually. So yeah, hold up. Do you guys not see it? It's China. Yeah, it's all starting with China right now. Eyes up. So again, we're starting to move, but I just went individually. All these China names, they are starting to tick up. Yeah, the other China names, remember last week and we thought they went down for a little bit. Those names are green. Those options from last week with time on the other rumors, they're all green. So we already have exposure. You don't need to force it, but if you wanted to, they're all moving right now in the last 3 minutes. All that is China. All of it. Yeah, food names, remember, last week was kind of their thing, and then after, like, Friday, they just bleh. Woo! So, yeah, Sweet Greens is knifing. Kava's at least up. So, I think it's just company by company. Yeah, but some of them are getting murked right now. Yeah, uranium, again, uranium, all of them gapped up this morning. Silver new high. Dude, that one's crazy. It's moving weird because it's squeezing, but it's not squeezing. It's not doing it really fast. But now it's above the level. And like I said, those premiums held the whole time. They didn't even, usually with commodities, you know, option play, ETF, those play premiums should die, but it did not. But yeah, I like silver a lot. I'm about to go break out my silver bars. You know, we've only been dancing with the coins, you know, I think it's time, bro. Uranium. ESP. All right, couple of other things. STR, I'm gonna keep a silver up there too, but look at Microsoft. Like I'm telling you, that's red. That's what's crazy about it. So big tech is still oddly odd, but then again, big tech is the one giving you more of the juice. Equal weight is down. It's about 50-50 across the board in terms of names, except for the Dow, and the Dow's doing good. Again, uranium, URA, another high. Dell, ARM, Uber, Goldman CEOs to attend Trump event. Nice. AMD popping. Whoa, actually a kind of bigger one. Now Constellation, ServiceNow, Robinhood to attend Trump summit. Don't know how the green card interview went. The person was weird. She's like, these pictures of you traveling just look like good friends. No way. Oh, did they do the, like, you did that, bro? Where they, like, scrutinize your fucking marriage? And they're like, are you guys really dating? They're really mean. They're supposed to be like that. I've watched 90 Day Fiance. So that's my experience with it. But no fucking way. So yeah, you should be good though. I was like, honestly, if you guys are in a real relationship. But yeah, they tried to they try to like do that. Okay, that was a little aggressive. We're gonna leave that comment out, brother. But yeah, I hope it turns out well, man. But I don't think it's usually I think that's like they have to grill you for a little bit. But I think it should be good, assuming all bases check. Yeah, Dell's going up. So literally, if your CEO goes to a Trump thing, I guess that's bullish. But yeah, that's popping up right now. And again, SPY near the high as well. Caterpillar now. And then SMH on the high. More Oracle too. New handheld. I didn't even know they have a handheld Xbox. Nibis. Well. CCJ again. More. TSM. Micron. Okay, Wayfair. Popper. Not bad, friends. MNTS, that's Circle. Damn, Circle's down 20 bucks. So yeah, all those little $7 options just went down. Yeah, I didn't know they're coming out with a handheld Xbox. That could be bullish. But then, dude, what's up with the fucking Nintendo? The Nintendo Switch, is that not the weirdest launch you've ever seen? Or am I tripping? Apparently it only has like one game, and then everybody is like overpaying and waiting for it. Yeah, I don't know. It's I can't believe they like launched it, and then everyone's like waiting. It's crazy because it's been a while since I've seen people line up to do something, to like buy something. But I've heard a lot of people, they're just pissed after buying it. They're like, dude, what the hell? It looks cool though, the little like camera. I like the whole like camera zoom call while playing, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then you lease it. That's the next thing too. Like apparently in like the terms and conditions, it's a lease. So at any point Nintendo could like turn off the system or something like that. That's what everybody was getting pissed about. Yeah, I think it has good graphics for the backwards compatible ones, but not anything new. AMD still, now STX. Again, high ticker waking up. You've advanced to the higher candle in the morning, but then you're still kind of like, you know, that NVO? Oh, NVO came down. That was up at 75 at one point. And the games are 80, I know. All right, AMD getting volume, more uranium. I've seen this N8 thing. Yeah, that thing's up 56%. Then you got Nibis, and then, bro, KWM. Remember that small cap Bitcoin play? They were pulling off the little Bitcoin treasury thing. We're green on that one, so that was from last week. Barclays to cut more than 200 investment banking jobs. Again, watch out for the Goldman Healthcare Conference too, but this is chips. So like I'm telling you, the Mag 7's kind of weird and you're not getting that leadership. It's because it's chips. It's literally just like last week. I think we saw a similar move. There's obviously other stuff going with it, but I think I could hands down say that like a 30% of this is just all chips. Leading you all in. Shine Bob, it's very likely I will meet Trump at the G7. Yes. So if you didn't watch yesterday's watch list, and again, if you are the type to complain about members only, then yeah, so watch out. You're probably moving on this. It could be the defense manufacturing with Canada. Yeah, you got Canada and Shinebot comments coming out now. And this is what I'm saying. Go watch the watch list. It's free. It's on the trading fraternity. I put all of these dates on here. So G7, expect deals in advance. That's what you are hearing right now. Shinebot, Canada, ahead of G7. This is what we are hearing. So keep this. Just save this screenshot so that you have all of the dates. But that's kind of what's going to lead you policy-wise. So anything related to the G7, that's going to be pretty much in this week, next week. You're going to hear about it and what they announce leading into it. But see, I don't know if that's going to have any follow-through, but you do have Canada talking, or Mexico. And then again, that G7 stuff is all lining up. But yeah, that one's on that. So if you don't watch that watch list, you can't say anything because I'm going to be like, I told you so. It was there. It was there for free. For free. Baidu and Baba, China. You got, I think it's China. Be on the lookout. So again, I'm getting the Shybot comments, but remember, we were just looking at China and we watched all of those go crazy. So look, you just watch Baba, Baidu, Pinduoduo, but it's actually really small. So, oh, I could just be getting excited. But yeah, I don't know, right? Doesn't it? Because like, bro, these look like major moves, but then it's like really not. Trump says, let Besant levy tech sale controls talk in China talks? What? What does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. President Trump lets Besant levy tech sale controls in China talks. Oh. Okay, so they're going to they're adding more. It's a new element pretty much. They're saying that Scott Bessent can use other negotiating with China that we haven't previously discussed. So he's saying that, yeah, you could let us sell, again, tech ownership. Let us buy TikTok. We'll let you buy this, this, and that. No. That's good news. That's good news. Yeah, that's like NVIDIA tech and pretty much. So that's where you're getting the update. But so it wasn't Shinebot. Trump lets negotiators weigh lifting export controls. Watch the chips. So it's related to China and chips. That's why AMD was going crazy. And then that's why chips, as I was telling you, this is all just chips today. Well, there you have it. So yeah, that's the headline. That's why you're getting these candles here at the top. Bonds are going lower. See if we have follow through or watch out if it fades, to be honest. That's what we've seen a couple of times on some of these headlines. You're going to hear Donald Trump at 2 p.m. Eastern, maybe before. And now you have China names ripping. Yeah, I'd watch NVIDIA, chips, and then anything related to China. But now it looks like America is going to be more lenient on technology transfer. Now, this is something else they are discussing at this China meeting besides just discussing the rare earth materials that everybody thought this was about. So very good info, but I'd be very careful about like trading it. I don't know if that's going to give you follow through or a fade, but now we're hearing a little bit about the content of, again, this news is kind of what's driven us here and at least kept you up over the weekend. You know, this positive development, talking with China and all of that. There's NVIDIA now. DGLY, Digital Ally. Yeah, so now the chips are going up even more. Mr. Nunez, welcome, baby. TIL, yeah, NVIDIA's up too. I want to play NVIDIA, man. I would love some follow through, to be honest. Everything was already up. You guys don't think it was funny? I was just telling you, like, what, 3 minutes ago? And I was like, dude, this is all chips. That's why I was like, it's weird with Mag 7. It's all chips. And then now, sure enough, the news today was that restricted products include jet engines, parts, and ethane. I would watch SPR, to be honest. So it hasn't moved yet, but when the algo's here that I just said that, you'll see. But yeah, SPR could be attached to that. They're saying restricted parts can include jet engines, ethane, and parts for planes. That's part of it. Again, there's more details coming out. PRO. I think it's coming out on this wire, yeah. Yeah, Trump gives U.S. negotiators more room for export controls. Yeah, it's on this wire, for crying out loud. Crazy. MNTS. Mints. Momentous. Maybe Dow Chemicals? Yeah, they're up 3 already. Yeah, silver. I just think silver, you're going to have multiple entries. That's what we said on the watch list. Because it's playing already different than how I thought. But I feel like in the next couple of weeks and months, there's going to be a lot of swings on there. CAMT, ASML on the high. ASML is like really running off of this, honestly. I feel like ASML and Broadcom might be the bigger winners. They will restrict them more. It could be if it doesn't lead to anything good. I think for now, market's going to take it as positive, but I just don't think it's going to move you that much. That's why I said just be careful of trading on that news, because it's just giving you an update on what they are discussing. So good, bad, all of that, you'll hear stuff, but what really matters is what actually gets decided upon. So I wouldn't stress on it too much, and then I wouldn't overreact to it too much. You know, it's not like the beginning of the year where these news rumors were like getting you crazy momentum. You know, we don't have panic. The VIX is low. Now, as of the last couple weeks, we're like getting updates, but it's not like driving you in the same way. One of these days we'll get something that will be meaningful and material, but for now, this is just slowly, you know, just giving you another carrot to follow in terms of the storyline. ASML. Yeah, YouTube was weird. I had weird trouble starting the stream today. It was very, very weird. Okay. I have one Bitcoin reserve play popping again. Who's the other? There's another small cap. Oh, fat. That one went up and then faded. And now Airbnb and Circle. Again, Airbnb and travel. They were doing good last week, even though they shouldn't have, and now they're underperforming. Wing, you guys were telling me the restaurants. I think Kava and Wing are the ones going up. Yeah. The SPR, it's probably going to be low. So, like, usually, like you see here, anytime you see a chart and it have these little lines, that means it's a liquid as fuck. That means nobody bought it for that moment, that minute, which is kind of wild if you think about it. Newegg on the high. So I'm assuming SPR is probably below average. Yeah. So it's even below by 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Usually it has way more volume. So, and it's not going to even hit the 10-day average. Intel, I think, is just part of chips. It seems like today is a chip day. Warren asked Rubio for contingency plans on Musk contracts. Hot dog. So see if Tesla reacts. Elizabeth Warren wants the government to produce contingencies if Musk back down or if they removed them. I think they want to study it. TXN on the high. INMD. Visa's on the low. Why is Visa dumping? Blech. Yeah, financials are down 1. Again, they were doing really good on Friday. Even in the morning, they were doing a little better. Goldman, Uber, Dell, Robinhood. I think ServiceNow, and then there's like 10 other companies. These companies are scared not to go now. Visa didn't get added. I don't know. I feel like Visa's already on there, but I'm not too sure. Nobody got added. That's the thing. Everybody was thinking that there was going to be changes, but there wasn't. So that was kind of its own little surpriser. Bro, those ACHRs and random ass plays are still up. It's kind of crazy. SIG. Oh, Cantaloupe. You guys remember this one? That was the takeover one. I think I still have like $10 of plays on there. NVDL, MP. Again, financials are the weak link, but watch out now. So you have chips going up and then everything else is selling off. So just watch out here because that's going to be make or break if you test VWAP or not. There's going to be a chip deal. There'll be mining. Well, yeah. How did we get into the meeting? Remember, Friday, the weekend, even today, this whole meeting was based on materials. This whole meeting was based on rare earths and magnets. So now we're hearing about chips. So they're going to go hand in hand for sure. I agree with that 1,000%. Don't forget how we got here. This was supposed to be a talk about chips. Or not chips, excuse me, rare earth. And they were just saying, hey, we got to meet the commitments. You guys got to make sure there's no roadblocks, speed it up. And then now it's turning into a bigger discussion. They're talking phase 2 now and all these other things. That's where, you know, chips and other stuff will tie in. Don't forget about TikTok as well. Even some Ukraine stuff. But it started off with rare earths. Now we're hearing about some chips. And then we'll hear more today and then tomorrow as well. MP's disgusting. That one just keeps going. Pizza. Yeah, they came down. Again, Sweet Greens got murdered. Spy's holding a little, but you're starting to get some more movements. Low ticker's picking up. Spy wants to go down to VWAP. Again, ever since the headline, you've had the pop and then slow little fade. Is that silver going high? I see SLVR, Nvidia, and chips are still killing it. No, silver's coming down. Gil BlackRock attorney says antitrust claims are unprecedented, unsound, and unsupported. I have no idea what that's referencing. Domo. EWG in Germany, MNTS, we've seen a lot. Bonds are near the opening, and then SPY is near the opening as well. What a disgustingly non-moving Monday, bro. It's like actually disturbing. Because it seems like you were actually like getting a lot of stuff today, but nah, man, this is pin. But then we did a lot of that last week too. So maybe I'm just more excited than the market. What do you want me to do? But watch small caps then, because this is their time to shine when nothing else is going on. BOK is an antitrust case. You need the live alerts open. Are you gonna buy them? They're gonna be $500 a month. So do you still want to complain about them? But yeah, it'll be roughly $500 a month. So I don't even think most people will buy them. So just pay attention, get a long term. Again, your long term is outperforming the world by 20% in one of the hardest environments of a lifetime. So yeah, get your long term and win. Call it a day. Free 99. What was the other one? IonQ. They bought somebody today. They're still up. All right, you're going down below. There's FAT. That was the other biotech from Friday. That one's failing. SPY at VWAP. See if the bonds go lower. And then, yeah. The long term isn't available. It is. You're just relying on the easy shit. You don't want to think. So if you follow along, all the long term, I post it free. How many people in here got pizza and NVO without a text message? Come on. Don't play with me. So yeah, Follow along with the long term. Follow along with the channel if your success and your money's important. If not, I wish you the best. UMAC. Oh, remember I wanted that one on Friday? Yeah, that one's getting big volume. I saw it in the morning. That's one of the Trump kids drone plays or whatever. Me, right there. Yeah, so all those plays. Pizza 60%, NVO 30%. You didn't need an alert. You didn't need to pay me, but you did have to pay attention. You did have to know what it was and follow along, and that was all you had to do. Oh, and Nibis. I forgot about that. A lot of them. Even Core Weave, I didn't tell you my exact play, but as I was making them, I told you it reminded me of ARM. So yeah, there's a lot of resources, but if you want the alerts and stuff, we have temporarily stopped them. So they're not available, but if you lock in, and this is why I stopped them, so people focus on the long term and get it. Because even with me stopping all of this, people are still missing out somehow. I don't understand it. But yeah, do your thing, pay attention, and maybe one day. Yeah, Whirlpool's having a stellar day today, man. I don't know if it's something related to this or the materials and everything else. Yeah, there's was it Merck? Merck had a phase 2 trial. Oh, they failed? I thought they were going to hold up off of that. And then notice SPY's coming down, but what's the irony about this? Do you guys see it? Bonds. So right up until here, the bonds and stocks are moving along. Then bonds started going, yields higher. Market liked it a little bit. And then right here, yields kept going, and then now stocks are going with it too. So let's see, because remember on Friday it looked intense, and I was like, just follow the bonds, and sure enough, the bonds worked. So right now, I view this as bullish. Let's see if it holds, though, because it's still Monday. Last week it had the correlation. I don't know about this week. So yeah, let's see. Because that was weird on Friday. If you were here, you saw it, and there was like an hour or two gap, and it looked like the market was going to dump. But then it ultimately ended up following the TLT inverse. So let's see. Yeah, right here, I'm just seeing there's like things moving and not. That's why I'm like, all right, this might be small caps time to shine. Nvidia going up, and then Palantir, and then Boeing. Okay, that's your Boeing pop. We should have took them. I know I wanted them, but I was waiting. All right, Bobo, that's going to be the trade headline. Most likely. We should have taken them in the morning. Yeah. I'm scanning the wire. Yeah, that's its pop, though, again, and you're getting all these. So get ready. SPY's going. Watch SPR, too. And then Baxter. But, yeah, Boeing and all those are going to be on watch. A new Boeing plane landed on Monday. Yeah. So again, we already knew that headline there. I have the old plays. I got a little flip. I need to get out of it here in a second. Did it? I don't even know if it filmed me, though. I tried to snake. Yeah. They're already up 20%. Let's see. Again, 217. That's the same price that we played with last time. Yeah, uranium still. And then look at SPR, though. I think SPR is the subtle one. Boeing plane, yeah. Oh, with issues? Well, I think people will care about the China stuff. They're not. Again, Boeing with issues is very common. That's the sad reality of that one. Okay, bonds though now. Watch out. I don't like this. So look, now you just got back to where you were pinned all day, and then we played that game, but now look, you're getting a bigger candle on the SPY as that shit's starting to flip. Now Boeing really taking off. Plays have already went up 40% now, so be careful on that. How much can we get some free? All right, I made those Boeings free. I got 2 free ones. Call it a day. Okay, SPY moving. Let's see what the bonds end up doing. I don't like that, though. And then Boeing going, SEC Crypto Task Force final roundtable at 1 o'clock today. That's a headline just came out. Again, Boeing is going to do the 215. What's the trigger on Boeing? I mean, I just said it in front of you, man. I don't know what you want me to do. Go Boba. That's it. Again, it's already 70%, and then we have the old plays. Remember, I was looking at this. Oh, old plays went up 200 now. What the fuck? They killed that play, and then it just launched. And then the weeklies went up as well. Damn. All right. And then SPY at VWAP. We got another hitter, baby. A lot of 1,000%, a couple of flips, and I'm going to go get a drink. I got a little bit of carbo left. So, yeah. Oh, they doubled! Oh, fuck, I should have held it longer. But it's free. Okay, I'm going to go pee. God bless America. God bless them. You guys got a fucking long term? Because you know the trades don't mean anything without a long term. You know that? Because the long term is still crazier than all of these trades. Even though we did turn 50 bucks into 500 today, the long term will always win. Amen. All right, I'll be right back. Follow me on Instagram. After
Alicia Caldwell.
Real Coke News on
Alicia,
Twitter.
what are we seeing right now on the ground in terms of both the protesters' violence? I saw an actual police car set ablaze in video earlier, and in terms of the military moving in to stop it.
Right, so it's becoming increasingly violent. The afternoons or early stages of days for protests have been rather calm. Initially, they were somewhat spontaneous as well. Tense, but spontaneous, and, not a lot of... There's been considerable growth over the weekend, and there were tussles or a standoff briefly with the National Guard yesterday outside a federal building where... smoke grenades, tear gas, and the like was deployed to push protesters back. And then LAPD came in, the Los Angeles Police, and sort of created a buffer zone, if you will, between the protesters and the federal building where those troops are. So far, there's a few hundred National Guard troops from California under the command and control of the federal government who are manning the outside of federal facilities. They're not in the streets at the moment.
Bro, do you guys want to go? Anybody in LA? I want to see
as
it.
You can imagine, considerable tension.
We could take the Range Rover. I don't care if they blow that bitch up. We can wrap it in Trump flags. And then U.S. flags, right? And then I can wear a mask. It's appropriate. And then we see. What do you guys think? I want to do it. I need backup though.
At one point, according to police,
I need backup though. That's it. Because my strategy is run away.
Escalated rather rapidly.
Right, and the images coming out
real,
of
though.
LA right
and
now.
If it turned into a war zone,
stunning.
bro,
So, Alicia,
I don't give a fuck about the Range Rover.
Next few hours
so I'm saying, bro, we could just like fuck it. I'll take that bitch off road. If we gotta dodge flamethrowers, I'm down, bro. I really am.
To de-escalate from here.
Are you with me or no?
We don't know yet.
Or is that too dangerous? If not, I'll stay home.
The federal government
but I do want to see
troops
it.
everywhere, and they intend to
What's
continue to
DFDV?
ramp up that deployment. As you mentioned, it's authorized to 2,000 National Guard troops.
Amazon investing $20 billion in Pennsylvania, largest private placement in state history.
Marines. That would be a tremendous escalation in terms of using active duty troops in what is ultimately civil unrest. So we're not there yet, but that has been thrown out as a possibility. LAPD is very active in the streets. They are responding to protests in and around downtown. Primarily, all of these events are in downtown. I am, in fact, driving through the west side of Los Angeles right now, and it is business as usual.
Home,
People are on their way to work in Century City. You would have no idea what's happening in downtown from this vantage point. So it's rather confined, but more protests expected today.
I mean,
Yeah,
people
Alicia,
were mad. Like, people were
I
very
went to Antioch
funny.
College, so I'm more familiar.
Like, I heard people
guess,
on
than
social media, bro, and people were like, they were supportive in LA until it got like kind of crazy. Because then, like, bro, they destroyed the Kobe mural, the Kobe and his daughter, and like they've been just taking out like random shit. And some people are like getting pissed because there's people in LA who like agree that ICE shouldn't be doing that, and they want to stand, with the immigrants, but then they're now getting a little bothered because like it just turned into, it's getting out of hand, bro. It's kind of crazy. So right now, I don't think it's a big deal. I personally don't, like, we've seen it before, but here is the deal. I was trying to explain this to my girlfriend, and I don't even think a lot of people realize this. Is this a big deal now? No. But can this turn into something destabilizing? Yes. Why? Because I don't think people are recognizing how big California really is. We have like 20 million people or something in LA. Do you realize like a small portion of that is illegal immigrants? But even if you look at the numbers, that means you probably have more illegal immigrants or questionable immigration in LA. You have more of that than some states' full population. Yeah, it's a whole fucking state, bro. And that's where it's like kind of sketchy. Because if this does turn into like, if this goes on for like a couple of days in a week, it's gonna look weird because you have a lot of people. It's not, that's the thing about it that is odd, and then it's very easy to outnumber anything when you have those types of numbers. So that's why I think people are getting both emboldened and scared at the same time. I don't fucking know the solution. Go pray. Why are you asking me? I'm just telling you what's happening. I don't know the solution. I think as one, society is crazy. We need love, baby. We need love. That's why I invest in the younger generation. I invest in the future. Some people though, I think we cut our losses. Extremists on both sides, I cut my losses. Well, yeah, I think Karen was the reason in the beginning. Because her comments kind of like, again, messaging, we were just talking about it. When the mayor tells you to like stand up against it, you kind of had the government people endorsing this. It was actually insane. Okay, bonds are up now. It seems like they're lagging. They're, unfortunately though, now bonds and SPY are kind of matched. So it doesn't even like really, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. But see, any major bond move, I would keep eyes either leading or lagging on the S&P. Yeah, the government to local mayor endorsing. That's what sucks. Because then it tells people that they can do that. It's weird. Everyone's fighting over it, bro. President cannot remove a governor, no. But then did you guys hear what Newsom wants to do? Newsom's trying to fuck the United States. Like Nancy hasn't already, but the whole point, he is trying to stop California tax payments from going to the Treasury. That's insane. So I don't know. I might vote to not pay taxes because I'm like, what do you mean? What's the point of paying taxes if it doesn't go to the government? So literally Newsom is trying to take all taxes collected in California, and instead of sending it to the Treasury, he's going to say, no, we're going to keep the money. That's why Besant was complaining about it, because Besant, I don't know if that's legal. I don't fucking know. That's what you guys get. Because now, but Besant's like, bro, like, what do you do? You're going to disrupt something, and I don't know if he's allowed to, but that just means, you know, one of the biggest states in the country, you have to factor now government receipts being substantially lower, or now you have to deal with some weird thing. Yo, equal weight's popping. That's what I like about this. So look, bonds are going up. I'm not taking that negative yet, because remember, in the morning they moved, but look, equal weight is taking a stick. Bro, equal weight just vertical V'd on that. So that's good, but I don't know. We have to break out of a high or a low, either bonds or stocks. Yeah, and Vitis is crazy. Yeah, high ticker is going ARM. Like I'm telling you, I like the equal weight. So I like the equal weight moving. I don't like the bonds going up. And that's where we're at right now. We don't have a headline. Oh, New York Fed expectations came in at 3.2 versus 3.6. That's bullish. Fed May 3-year comes in at 3 versus 3.2. 5-year 2.6 versus 2.7. Home prices expectation 3 versus 3.3. Consumers expect slower gains in gas, medical, college, and rent. May year ahead expected food rises at 5.5, highest since October. May view on personal financial situation improved slightly. Consumer outlook on jobs in May improved. In May, households lowered expectations of missing debt payments. So yeah, Fed data was all very good. I think that's why it's bringing up bonds. 1-year Fed, 3-year and 5-year odds dropped. They feel better about jobs and housing, and then they don't feel good about food. That's kind of it. That's where you're getting this data right now, or movement. That does correlate with data, and that did come in bullish. Again, lower inflation expectations. That's soft data, but this time it's not from Michigan, and it's a little bit better. So take that with a grain of salt, kind of like the trade news. It's information. I don't know if that moves the whole entire day, but that's kind of what's giving you these pops and locks in the moment. In the night, I think about the long term, and when it goes somewhere far along the world, he saved 10% to a long term. That's long term. How could you be so long term? I'm sorry. It's a long day. I feel like long weekend. They do it like the consumer sentiment in Michigan, but they just have their own survey. So in New York, they ask business professionals and consumers. So same process, different people. And then it's conducted by the Fed, so I think they try to make it a little bit more legit. Because that's what's crazy, bro. You know, the Michigan, I never knew this. Bro, Michigan consumer sentiment is like 200 people. It's crazy. It's a really small sample. So I think the Fed one is a little bigger, but even then, just different sampling. And that could have the world's difference with some of this data, especially if it's soft data. And expectations and feeling. U.S. expectations for wheat, 290,000. Okay, bonds are up. Again, I think bonds did not move to anything but the Fed expectations. I think that's exactly why the bonds popped. Because I was like, wait a minute, that's weird. Equal weight took a stick, and I said I didn't like the bonds, and then I saw that headline. But yeah, it is good info. It's related to inflation and expectations, which would make sense. I think it is the same people, honestly. I think they ask the same people over and over again. But even statistically, like for any of my math nerds out there, you know the deal, you know the truth. Any small samples are very, very biased. You know, you want big samples and something that you could reproduce and sample with a large sample size, but smaller samples are prone to bias and, you know, outliers. CPI, they use specific locations, not people. So CPI is a basket of goods, and then they determine it based on locations. Like they'll pick cities and states. So it's a little bit broader, but generally still a sample. But then instead of asking people what they feel, it's like, yo, CMP, Compass Mineral, 3.5%. So this one's a liquid as fuck. The liquid ones you could drop in one candle and then it gets rid of the signal, but for now that's a signal. Again, you're moving 4% on one candle. CMP. There's nobody buying the options right now. I'm gonna fade it, but that's all you, baby. CMP 4%. It's a liquid, but that's a trigger. But if it comes back down, you'll be fucked, and the liquidity can do that. Yeah, Tesla's taking off right now. With data, you need 1,500 data points to make it reliable. So that's what I think they do. I think they take 200 people and then they survey them on like 7 different topics, if that makes sense. So then that way they get the 1,500 data set. But I do think that they need to sample more. I think the Fed samples a lot more. Again, CPI is a basket of goods, not people. And then it's from all 50 states, but it doesn't encompass every city. And like some are, again, there's big differences there. Okay, SPY's working its way up in bond. It matches up though. Last time TLT was here, so was the SPY. But again, you're lately in the last like 5-10 minutes here, you are responding to that Fed data on good odds. There's MSTR now. Now you have nuclear MSMR. See if MSTR goes up though, or any of the other cryptos. Again, nuclear was already up, so I don't know if SMR. Yeah, it's only up 3. MP, bro, we had those in the money plays with time. I sold them out for like 50%, 100%, and they went 1,000. Bro. Wow, you got a gym membership at 24. Let's go, baby. My man, let's go. And hold on, I got another deal. I'm texting LT. He says I could be the new Joe Biden. What the fuck? Because I'm telling him to find these I'm like, bro, I found this location. I'm like, dude, we could buy all of this. I'm like, even the Chad, bro. So LT needs to check this out. If he could verify this for me, I have a new location in America. And we could buy cheap ass properties, and I think they're gonna 10x. So give me a week or two, and I'll let you know. Remind me. I need LT to verify this though. We should take the Cybertruck. Oh, they're gonna riot this. They're gonna totally blow up the Cybertruck. But I don't want to charge. Dude, imagine we're like trying to get away from protesters. And I'm like, range anxiety. I only have 20 miles left in the battery. So fuck that. That's the only downside about EV. The news on Boeing, I think you just missed it. Coast Guard searching for survivors after Cessna crashed on Sunday near Point Loma? Dude, that's the second small plane crash in San Diego in the last like 3 weeks. No fucking way. Citadel top gas trader Schick exits firm, hires Goldman. All right, did you guys see it? Dude, there's tinfoil. But did you guys see that one lady at the Colorado airport? LT showed me this video. And there was that lady, she was like reading some like script and she was making people record it at the Colorado airport last week. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, didn't we see LPCN the other day? Lipocene? No, that's a small cap. A high ticker starting to run again, and the bonds, and you have crypto. The 100-year submarine? No, I didn't. Go look. Dude, there's a video of a girl at the Colorado airport, and like it's an Egyptian lady, bro. All these people are Egyptian as of late. It's kind of creeping me out. And I don't know why they're doing like weird shit. Because most of the time, bro, everybody in my family, we love fucking, we're so happy to be here. You have no idea. But lately, it's been a lot of Egyptians, bro. And it's just like this Egyptian lady in the Colorado airport on her knees, like reading this thing about like clapping shit. And it's bad. And it was hella creepy. And then now we're just chilling near the highs. The girl. Well, I don't know. I want to tell you. I'll tell you. Remind me at members only, and I'll tell you the tin. It's not even tin. It's just like I think it's a genuine misdirection that people are missing, but it kind of makes sense. U.S. Justice Department is probing foreign bribery has shrunk by half under Trump. 3 sources. Whirlpool. CoreWeave. Where's the other one? Nibis. Yeah, they both held up. Already took my profits. AV and Asiat. CoreWeave on the high, though. So Nibis should follow, but CoreWeave is leading it. Japan mulls cash handouts as inflation relief measure? You fucking idiots. How?
Oh, the inflation bad. Give more money. Why? Because the price high. Increase money supply.
You... Man, that's what's going to happen to us next then? Are you kidding me? And then that's what we're going to do next. And then be like, give them more money. Why? Because inflation. So you want to print more? Yeah. No. What? Yeah. What? Why? What do you mean? Yeah, it's very interesting. I know, it's not even Euro close yet. That's the crazy part. Very, very crazy, Habibi. It's literally how we got the inflation. Don't you guys want inflation in Japan? What's wrong with you? Palantir, that's its 4th little at the high crazy pop. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't have too much follow through, but it's continuing, and surprisingly, it's up only 0.7. You would think it'd be up way more after that. She's sketchy. Why is she talking like Borat? Because you're from Texas, bro. That's how Egyptians sound. That's literally how my mom talk. That's why I got sad when I heard it. It sounded like my mom. I was like, what the fuck is happening? She actually speaks better English than my mom, but still. Yeah, that's the Egyptian accent, Habibi. MSTR still going. Again, IBIN, all those are still up. Treasury official, no set end for talks between U.S. and China over trade. Fox Business. CoreWeave 160. It's so disgusting. ALE. MSTR still. The high ticker has velocity, but your index isn't moving. Again, that weird breakdown. Now look, SPY's going down. Eco 8's like just holding up, but it's a weird push and pull today between the big caps and non-big caps. Yeah, the Boeing, the premiums are still up, sadly, from that news, but it didn't have like crazy follow through. But the plays with time held up. UAVs high. Riley on the high. Again, financials are down. Now bonds up. Again, they met up here last time and did this. So we'll see. And they got a bid there off the New York Fed. But yeah, bonds going higher. SPY back to VWAP. You have a weird mix of what's advancing and not. Well, let me get you another checkup and see. Dow Jones only 9 names green. That got worse. 21 in the red. NASDAQ 52 green, 49 red. That's about the same. And then S&P 250 green, 250 red. It's still 50-50. So yeah, it's a lot of movement, but not really as much advancing and declining. at least as a whole. Japan did raise rates not too long ago, yeah. Euro close in 15. DAR. Nvidia's starting to come down again. Who was it? AMD? So yeah, watch if chips come down, because that was the big one. So if today stayed the same and chips came down, we would be a lot lower. But then if chips come down and somebody else takes the lead, that could balance it out, but we'll find out. Either way, man, happy Monday. And good morning. It was very pinned, though. I didn't like that. I was telling you in the morning, it looked odd, because it felt like we had headlines. It felt like we had things going on, and then it just stayed oddly pinned there. So I thought that was fascinating. You had to Google what Habibi meant? What? Where have you been, bro? I feel like Habibi's been popular since like 2018. That's when like everybody was like, oh, Habibi. Yeah, there's a lot. I think there's $120 billion of bond supply this week. 3-year, 5-year, 10-year, or 7. But yeah, there's a lot. And I think a 30-year. But there's a lot of bond supply. Apple's event is today. I think it's a little bit later. But yeah, the WWDC Developer Conference is today on Monday. Habibi. Dude, you're right in the open. B&O oil, I've seen a couple of pops there. Operation Twist, I haven't heard about it, but I think that is the break glass scenario to a degree. And I think if Mr. Besant ran out of options and we continue to watch a destabilization of bonds and markets and funding, and then Powell and the Fed is still difficult, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it. But as of now, I mean, we haven't really, I'm surprised. I thought we'd hear about it more when I brought it up a month or two ago. But ever since then, bonds went a little lower than chilled, and then we haven't really heard much about it, but I still have it in my realm of possibility, just because it's a tool. It would work. Essentially, if the long yields keep having the pressure and we keep going through this, and then they need to raise money and still do everything with the bill and funding, then I think it's fully in the cards. Yeah. So, but for now, it's been, we haven't heard much about it since I've talked about it. But we will see. The London meeting, we got to hear a little bit right now with the chips and export controls, but later today we're going to hear about it. And then this morning they said it may even go into tomorrow as well, too. Baba's on the high. And yin, so China waking up again. So maybe we'll hear about it. That's what happened. Remember last time? The first one over one of these, I think, was China as well, too. So, yeah, Baba hitting a new high. So is yin. Watch for the other ones. And TLT. So now you have TLT and China ripping. Let's see if equal weight. Because last time equal weight went with TLT. Not really this time. SPY still at 6,003 on the SPX. So, yeah, and then DFDV. I keep seeing that one. DeFi Development. What is this, a Bitcoin name? Yeah, Nvidia's flushing, though. So watch. And Tesla. And Apple. Microsoft didn't move yet. I think you got Meta up. Yeah, but Meta's about to go red now. And then Google's up by 1. But you're losing a lot of the premium from some of your big cap leaders. Yep, SPY's about to go red. Equal weight's already there. Dow's already there. Russell and NASDAQ are in the green. But yeah, watch chips, like I'm telling you. Those were the leader. Now you got NVIDIA and other tech. You still have China on the high. I see a lot of Asian names moving up and a couple of small caps, even some materials. And there is the SPY. Uber's up, Pfizer, Whirlpool. Nick Timmerhouse tweet about New York Fed. Nikki T. And then SPY still at VWAP. There's Baba again. Second or third pop, kind of like Palant. If China is buying, shouldn't we be? How do you know China's buying? So people are buying China stocks, but you don't know if it's China. But other than that, like, the only problem is that I think China is still too late. So I think Baidu, that's my worst China play, and that one's still up by at least like 10%. But you just got to be careful because, yeah, China plays are still up 70% on the year. Again, K-Web, all of Asia, emerging markets. The time to, you could still get them now, but it still comes with risk. You're taking on the same risk at just a lot worse of a position. So I'm not really the guy to ask. Again, a lot of people, they ignore me when I give them the timely warning and then ask me about something like way later, and I'm not effective there. So I think I will confuse you or hurt your China plays because you're asking somebody who positioned well in advance. So I just kind of, it's not even a discussion I'm really having. I haven't thought about it in a long time. Now we're just moving on, looking for the better low cost ones, good value. Drip doing crazy work. I know, bro. That's what I'm saying, and it sucks when it's down, but wait till you harvest and wait till there's a period where it works in your favor. And meanwhile, like I was telling you, with like the stagflation, and if we spend time, no matter what, you want to make sure your portfolio has a way to make money regardless of what happens. That's the funny part. All of our accounts, we've already received an extra deposit this year just from dividends. Yeah, ASTS, Space is on the high. RKLB, HII, shipbuilding. Yeah, that one's kind of running. And then again, Bob. It might be another day of nothing, or like, sadly, wait till like the fucking trade rumors, the speeches. So it could, there's one scenario we get nothing, or towards the end of the day we get our carrots for tomorrow, and then we start going from there. Gold is pumping, but silver? What do you mean? I don't think you understand silver then. Because silver is at a wicked price right now. This is not a normal price for silver. That's why I've been talking about it lately. So check the watch list. If you had the watch list, we were talking about silver right here. So you already have well over 100% on some of those. But, and again, that's word to pay attention in the moment, because now we're having this discussion at a later price. But even then, this was like silver, it hasn't been here in 15 years. So it's not moving like gold. It doesn't offer the same things as gold. And that's why there's such a big gap. But I would give silver credit. I wouldn't say it's not. This is crazy for silver. And I think there's a lot of eyeballs on it. And it leads to a lot of things, from spending to inflation to material deals. But it's in position now. Unfortunately, though, it's already there. I think it'll have another knife eventually, and you'll be able to reposition. But yeah, I wouldn't call it. It's not like gold, and that's obvious, and it won't be. I don't think it'll ever catch up to gold, but it's doing its own little version of that move right now, or at least in this little window. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, Pfizer, they had an announcement. They said they had like a general annual meeting, I believe, and then they talked about buying assets from like China and GLP stuff. But yeah, that's it. And then SPY going down while bonds catching a bid. The low ticker is moving, but then the high ticker has more advancing. But again, big tech and chips, those are going to have more consequence on the SPY. Mostly when gold pumps like today, silver kind of follows. Yes, it usually does that, but they're different. So I wouldn't view them as a Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, I think that's an incorrect approach. You could loosely view it like that in the sense of like digital commodity versus the physical, but that's it. Other than that, though, when you look at gold and silver, you have to understand why. Why do people buy gold? They buy it for protection, stability, protection against the dollar and currencies. It holds more value. Silver is cheaper and they buy it for that stability too, and they buy it for some of the same reasons as gold, but then silver is used in fucking business and products and chips and all of that. So that's why I was saying, if you really did watch the video from last week on the watch list, I was showing a chart of silver compared to Nvidia in AI, and I was explaining how that's what the pumpers are going to do next, and they're going to start highlighting Nvidia with silver, and they're going to start saying how you need silver to build AI, because silver is a building material. It's used in production, whereas gold is too, but not in the same way. But that's primarily where the two differences, the main difference lies, is that gold is like preservation and bullion, whereas silver is a manufacturing product, even though they're both commodities and even though they could both hold value. So that's where the big difference really comes from. And that's how you could, but that's why on day to day, they'll move different, because one will be, people will buy it because they're worried about the dollar and policy. They may do that with silver, but then if other demand and global stuff happens, silver will get a different type of bullish catalyst. It's 20% more efficient and 10 times more expensive than copper. Yeah. But that's the narrative. That's why I'm telling you, like, don't, like, when you see silver, there was a lot of things, and I think I warned you guys about it with perfect time, but now it's not over. You're going to get another pullback, and you'll be able to play it. But like I said, the pumpers are going to start pumping it with AI, and that's where it gets really unique. But if it turns into just normal commodity shit, and then people get crazy, that'll be another one. But there is also that industrial play tied to AI now. I don't like any miners. And you should tell that to Drake and Diddy too. But I don't like humans and I don't like miners. At the moment there's a good product and you put a human, you're prone for fraud or you're prone for mishandling. So I don't like gold miners. I don't like silver miners. I just like the commodity anytime. Even with Bitcoin, I don't like Bitcoin miners. I like Bitcoin. I like gold. I like silver. Circle. Bro, they just sold those options and just wanted to fuck everybody, huh? Bro, I was looking at these options this morning, bro. They were $700. Now they're going. No one's even bought them. Oh, there you go. I was like, dude, no one's even purchased them. Yeah, they were going for $8. Now they're going for $3. You're a gold miner, but you're not like a company. You're like, you out there panning on your property. That's dope. But like these companies, bro, they are running multi-million, billion-dollar operations of just mining gold, and they somehow lose money. They have them literally, and gold is broken out at a crazy level, and they still lose money. They have debt, they have loans, they have staff, payroll. That's different. You're buying the company. You're not buying gold, even if they own a lot of gold. Bitcoin is already good. Yeah, Bitcoin's at the high. You saw MSTR and a few others running. You're really liking Victoria's Secret? Okay, save that for your own time. Oh, I'm just playing. Yeah, a lot of people do. They've been because it's value, but then debt. That's it. It's like A&F, Abercrombie, even American Eagle for a little. Some of these like OG clothing brands. Now, Victoria's Secret's the women, and it's we've all known about Victoria's Secret. But I think their issue is just that debt is low, and then they turn it around. As long any retail with no debt and is a brand name that everyone knows, it'll do good, and it'll be there. But if they have high debt, that's the only thing that'll kill it. I'm telling you. We've seen some crazy ones in retail. Again, even like fucking Papa John's, bro. Like Papa John's, heavy cash flow, low debt. As long as you have low debt and you're like one of these OG names, you'll do good. So I haven't looked at them yet. I'll have to see. I could probably run a quick one real quick. Let's see. Use of cash. Yeah, they have debt. And they're paying on interest, too. No, yeah, they've been issuing a lot of debt. See, and I don't like it, actually. No, they're bad. It came down a little bit and they repaid some, but I don't like the... So, like, from 2019 till now, they went from paying $2 million a year in interest. Then the next year, they're paying $8 million. Then the next year, 6. Then the next year, 27. And then 60, then 94, and now they're at 81. So their interest expense is skyrocketing. Oh shit, why did it disconnect me? Hello. Why did it clap me? Why did it clap? I think that I'm back. And they tried to attack though. Oh, I'm back. Thank you. High ticker kind of tweaking again. ASTS. Abercrombie on the low. Hey, repeat it. I don't know where it cut out at, but yeah. Like I was saying, that was unique. Clapped it. I don't know. That one actually disconnected me. Very odd. Palantir again. So again, SPY coming up. Bonds already went. Like I was telling you, a couple of things are moving there. You had China. As long as chips and big tech hold up, but I think you'll be good. But watch if they do give up. That'll add pressure. Oh, you didn't hear anything I said on Victoria's Secret? I was reading you guys the interest numbers. It's not too bad, but I was just saying how like their interest payments have 20x'd since 2019. And yeah, like they still have debt. It's bearable and it could be a good one, but that is like if sales slow, you have that. That's the thing that'll hurt it. Nothing. Did it clap me again? You guys are saying it clapped me again. No, we can't watch the Apple event. They'll ban me. Am I playing the Wii home screen music? I'm not, but I'm glad to see you, dude. It's been a long month without you. It's like been a month and a half almost. I hope you're doing good. I'm glad you stopped by today after such a long time. So yeah, but I hope our long terms are at all-time highs, all of them. So I hope you have the same. But yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Pre-banning me. Yeah, bro, it's kicking all of you guys out. So you're gonna have to wait till this levels out. But SPY's going up. Should we just go to Philo early and call it a day? But then again, ever since my early Philo, I went 5 days in a row with nobody talking shit. Ain't that funny? You guys, what if they break rule on purpose? All I'm telling, I ain't hear shit in a fucking week ever since I done that. You know that? That's it. I left 2 hours early. I ain't hear shit. I got 10% more thank yous. The long term at an all-time high. Stop it. Yeah, Amazon's ripping. And Palant. Circle is getting murked. Down to Nvidia. Public. All right, well, I'll set up the Philo now. If YouTube keeps kicking me out, I'm going to move on over. Just because. I mean, you guys could blame YouTube. Like, again, I'm on dual gigabit connection. It shouldn't be lagging out. So, if they're going to... It was weird this morning, too. So, we'll see. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. But the best way to say thank you is to not get banned. So follow the rules, and if you are grateful for the time, the opportunity, the metas at 90, the plays that get you outperforming the world, an advance notice on the spending bill, updates, and the fastest news in the world, all you have to do is not get banned. That's it. That's all you got to do. That is the best thank you. Indeed. Oh yeah, the pizza, I forgot about that. I don't know. We'll go back on some of those topics, and then we'll see what you guys missed and not, because I don't know what the hell just happened. It kicked out a lot of you, and it's still kind of glitchy. That's why I said I have the other shit set up just in case, but I have no idea why it's doing that. Docu on the high. Remember, they got burnt last week. Started the long term. Good, bro. I hope so. And I don't know, man. I think some of you guys, like, you guys got to realize, if you're new, I don't think you realize, like, Google, like, fucks me over a lot. That's why you hear it a lot. But I'm very, again. Boo. Yeah, it just cut me off as I'm trying to say thank you. But yeah, literally. So that's what I'm telling you, bro. So literally, it just cut me out for no reason. But I think you guys might be coming back. But like I was saying, if you stumbled across here, though, a lot of you have just gotten long terms, and I'm very proud, man. And please do that. And I don't know why you got to find the channel when they cut me off, but you're blessed, bro. And if you saw the truth, and you got exposed to the truth, and you saw us outperform in all of it, man, like, you know, bro, you know. And that's why I'm very happy that you guys are getting long term. So keep getting it. I don't know how many people are in here. It was 6,000 before, but now my thing is saying like 4,300 and lower. I just have a knife on my screen. Yeah. So I don't even know. Fight back? I already won. Come on, bro. Jesus. You have no idea. I think I already won. So I'm not tripping. You might need to be patient. But like the video or like yourself. You don't need to like it. But yeah, just be patient. You'll be fine. Hershey's. What? Yeah, Hershey's kind of taking off right now. Circle's still on the low. I don't know if you guys could even hear me. I don't know. It's YouTube, bro. YouTube is acting hella fucking weird today. It did this in the morning. Remember, I couldn't get on? It's almost kicked out 2,000 of you guys now. Possibly an OBS? No, because it's disconnecting me. So it has nothing to do with encoding. It's the connection to the internet, the bandwidth. But then My E-Trade, none of my other things are losing connection except YouTube. And it's been the same problem we've had for 5 years. Machines will hit the market as early as 2028. Epson to launch copier-sized carbon capture devices. It's like, and then it keeps sending you to the next video. That's the fucked up part. So they don't want you to watch. GDP, UNH getting clapped, Core Weave, VKTX. Uh-oh. That's GOP1. See if any of those go down. Now it says there's only 1,000 of you in here. And then my other screen says 5,000. Then the other screen says 6,000. I have no idea what's going on, you guys. So I don't even know if you hear me or not. Nvidia's flushing. I'm going to keep talking. If I keep seeing the chat like this for 5 more minutes, we're just going to have to move on over to the next video, unfortunately. I don't want to, but YouTube is literally fucking this video up, man. So, yeah. Please you guys send an email to YouTube, or tweet them. Go tweet Sundar. That worked last time. But I'm going to say it again, bro. Because like I'm saying, this is a perfect example. Because I don't care. I really don't, man. My hand and my future and your future, it's all in God's hands, bro. So don't trip. But I'm very happy. And I think some of you, it's a blessing that if you stumbled across this channel, I don't know how you found it, bro. For real. I genuinely don't know how some of you found this channel in the modern era. So that's amazing. But dude, if you got to see the truth already and you acted on it and made a long term, keep going, bro. For real. This is where you want to be. And even if I'm no longer here one day, this is what is going to make you, this is how you take advantage of the stock market, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I'm very joyful to see a lot of people, new dudes come out and be like, yo, man, I just discovered you, and you know what? I saw the market, and now I'm saving 10. And now I'm buying, now I'm holding. And bro, if you are blessed, bro, if you could really learn this early, and if your first thing is just ownership, bro, I love it, man. So keep it up, because I've gotten a lot of those messages lately, and I have been speaking a lot to the people who have been with me for years, and because again, they're doing good, and we gotta secure their journey, bro, because they have been faithful. So I hope you don't feel left out, but I see y'all, man. And a lot of you new guys just starting on. I hope you realize I will give you the same commitment that when you remain faithful. And same thing, though. It's just bro, I can't believe some of you are doing it. It's amazing because that's not typical, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not typical that you come to stocks and everybody wants to make fast money and you see everyone, daily. Again, I just made 1,000% today. Even I have temptation that might take you off the path, which I'm sorry for. But it's dude, the fact that y'all are sticking with it and some of you knew whatever in your heart is making you get the long term, just stay with it. Because that is probably the best decision you've made. I'm telling you, bro. It's actually gonna pay out very, very nice, and you're gonna watch stocks and you'll watch everything go, right? But you're gonna own and you're gonna see how it is. China U.S. delegates said to resume talks in London following break. Oh, no way. They were on a break that whole time? That's crazy. Who brought you here? Hey, man, that's amazing. That's what I don't know what it is, bro. Obviously, I give my credit to God for everything, so amen. But it's unique. I'm seeing some of you guys stumble across here. I don't know how you found it, but then again, I'm seeing you guys actually, you're getting involved in the long term, and that's huge. I'm telling you, I genuinely feel it and believe it. I'm bro, long term is a dying breed. Watch, we're going to have such a big opportunity in 10, 15 years because so many people are neglecting this and people aren't valuing it. And the less and less you have of people valuing it and showing the results, it's going to fade away. So you guys are going to have an extreme advantage, and I think a lot of the money is going to flow to the people willing to have the patience and ownership. So, like I'm saying, it's a trip that some of y'all, in a world of gambling degeneracy, in the world of fast money, in the world of fear, and a lot of misinformation, I'm very, very thankful and glad that you guys are starting the journey the right way, and keep it up. Just do it, keep going, because whatever y'all are doing and the way y'all doing it, I know you don't know all the answers and you may feel a certain way, but oh dude, you're in the right direction. That's what I'm saying. That's all of these feelos, bro. You're not going to understand it all. You're going to be scared about things, but that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are on the right fucking path, bro. And that is I'm shocked, because at other parts in this journey, I've seen people start it slower. I've seen people lollygag and wait. You know what I'm saying? And they've found many reasons to not do it. So I am investing a lot on the people who have been faithful, and I want to make sure they get me a house and become multimillionaires. But you guys who are just starting out, I see you. I really do. And I think some of y'all at a much more alarming rate, you guys are picking it up. So keep it going, man, and let's go. And that's what it's about. And to everybody not doing it, that's your fucking fault. Good luck. You better make up your mind and get with it, bro. So we don't care about you anymore. So everybody else, though, I'm very, very glad to see. Yalla. Doubt your efforts, not your aims. Amen. I'm telling you, I've seen, but then I'm scared though, because right now I feel like the cult and everybody, both new and old long terms. I warn you today. I warn you today against euphoria, because I could pull up this and I could flex this chart all day, and it's a great example why you should start. You know what I'm saying? This is small money too. Small money turned into big money. You know, and look at that. At one point, this not too long ago, it was at 13K. Year before that, it was at 7. Year before that, it was at 5. You know, now it's right at 30. But guess what? I caution you against euphoria, because it feels good. It feels motivating. You feel successful. It's good to get validation on your portfolio when you're doing the right things, right? But when that flip, bro, you're going to question everything. So I warn you now so that you don't get ahead of yourself, and don't be victim of the emotions. It's not only going to go up. Literally, we just went down before we hit the high. I just hit a new all-time high, then lost 10% of it, and then we hit a new all-time high. You get what I'm saying? So just don't let your mentality and emotions get the best of you. And yeah, we feel good. Oh, we're shouting it out. Yeah, we're on the right direction. Oh, this all fucking sounds great until you get punched in the face, and then you're gonna start questioning. But if you're wise and thinking about it now, you're gonna be prepared. So don't let the emotions motivate your decisions, right? Don't be making the long term because it feels good. Don't make the long term because you like watching it go up. You make the long term because it's what you should do. You make the long term because this is what you need. You make the long term because this is how you win, and it's a good thing. Don't do it for the emotions. Don't do it for the ups and downs. You get what I'm saying? So that's my warning, and keep it up. Woo! Yalla, Palant's still going. Pizza, pizza. That one's still up. Even the damn options are still going. And alrighty. I was like, where's my carbo at? Okay, SPY moving up. ASTS again. Still same type of plays, and now I think you just got a little bit of chilling out from the chips. Yeah, they just sold off, but they didn't dump. So if they could bounce and everything else goes, you'll be good. Meet she's been here since Bitcoin was 300. Not only was he there, he actually bought it. That's the next crazy part. But amen. And get a long term. I love it. I did see pizza, yeah. That's it. All bets are off on pizza now. So now it's gonna play like the levels, but I'm even blown away. Everything above 50, I'm like, what the fuck? So that was a good one. I'm excited. Pizza. Core weave again. I sold out a Nibis. I got one more free. The free Nibis died. they're cheaper than the morning. So yeah, honestly, Nibis came down. I think we sold good, bro. It might come back up again, but I think we left a little bit of money on the table. I left more money on Papa John's, to be honest. Yeah, bro. Them Papa John. Actually, the Papa John's came down. No. I had the 50s, not the 52s. Oh my goodness. Those are at $2 now? Fuck. Yeah, Papa John's hit hard. Yeah, even the shitty place came up, man. You saw my video showing how to buy Bitcoin at 700? Yeah. There's a lot, man. That's why it just, even then, even the video I made a month ago, it just sucks that YouTube kind of limits it. And then I know people watch it and then they like to highlight when I'm wrong, but then they will just blatantly ignore some of the craziest shit. And again, I know it may sound like I want credit. I don't. I mean this in a sense, like just imagine if more people saw Bitcoin in the beginning and all these things. That's why I'm like, but it does seem like the system is set up for the pumps, not for the education. It used to be in the beginning when I started YouTube, it was very long form and it was very educational. And then, yeah, shit just got crazy. You're wrong. Let's go, baby. You got it. Don't worry. Those are the situations. It'll push you. Amen. And now you got a long term in the background. That's what it's there for. Okay, SPY working up. There's Walmart. Walmart was in the red earlier. Yeah, now Walmart's starting to run back up and stop kicking you. I haven't heard you guys complain in a minute. Let's see. Carvana, USAR, HCM. Whoa, HutchMed China. I think it came down. I saw a 1620 print. Yeah, it might be coming back down. Tempop, says the Chad. Yep, that's on the high ticker. They're up 3.6. I love this play, but I hate it because it never follows through. And then when it follows through, I'm late, and then it'll go the next day. There's some decent ones. The premiums haven't moved too hard, actually. All right, I spent $45. I got some cheap ones. I'm down. Very, very small, though. I like it a little bit more. ACHR, yeah. Those plays went up 300%. I didn't even have time to alert those. Those were on Friday. I remember at the bell. But yeah, I didn't even alert. I got them at 10 cents. They're at 40 now. You've been on YouTube for 15 years and you're 21. Nice. But that's what I'm saying. That's where you need a long term. And you need to take advantage of all the shit you fucking know about on that. Because that's how I was. And that's what I started. I bought Microsoft because I liked Xbox. I bought Google because I was on the internet. And I was like, oh, Google. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you are young, bro, and you've been around technology and all of that, and you have products that you've used your whole life, invest in them. And I think some of you will have a very, very good advantage. Because that's how I always looked at it, because of timing too. And then you're like, wow, 15 years. Think about it. What's it going to be like when you're 30 or 40? And if you're involved in this stuff and you know about it, imagine if you bought it from the moment you used it. That time frame always opened my eyes in weird ways when I looked at it that way. Yes, the Apple event is today. Oh, dude. We could rebuy the Nibis. Holy shit. Bro, I sold out at $5 a contract. They came back down to $3.70. Oh, wait. But if you wanted to double dip, theoretically you could. So, like, if you just wanted to take the money and rebuy back in, you just got the profits and now you're holding the same play. Just, again, at the price. Very interesting. I don't think I'm going to do it, but I'm going to send out a stream alert to give them the idea. Just in case. I think it's doing another clap session. You guys are complaining again. Very weird. Okay, TM, that one didn't work. No follow through on that. Again, the Boeing's hit. Where was that other one? Nibis. Nibbies. SPY rejects 6. Oh, it's 600 on the SPY. I was like, what do you mean? Because we're above. Again, 600 on the SPY is 6,007 on the SPX. And yeah, we are above that. There's CoreWeave again. Actually, the premiums or the currencies kind of moved up a lot here, but that was with the inflation stuff. And again, with China, apparently they took a break and now they're coming back in. Yeah, Whirlpool's on fire today. It look very, very good, Habibi. TEM. So post the flow, but not the exact play. I don't want people to buy those thinking it's something else. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like it. I grabbed a small one, but it's it never has follow through. If it has follow through and you hit, you're gonna make money. If not, you're gonna be like, why you not go up? Rawr. Oh, did I not do that? Like Waymo. I like it. I like Waymo a lot. I'm shocked still. It absolutely blows my mind. But then it makes sense. Like Google has been everyone likes to shit on Google, and everybody likes to talk shit about Google and like falling behind AI. But why does everybody forget that Google has been acquiring data forever? They have everybody's data. They have Google Maps. I was explaining this to LT because he's like, no, Tesla. And I'm like, bro, they have Google Maps. All of that data from all of the generations that's what's leading into it. That's why I was like, dude, do you know what Waymo is? Waymo is just an automated the Google Streets car. You guys remember that? So before it was autonomous, they had these Waymos driving around taking pictures of everything. That's it. Now it's just automated. It's the same car. It's the camera car, the Jaguar. That was the Google View car. That's it. But I'm like, dude, they've been they have so much data, it's disgusting. That's why it's like everybody likes to be like, oh, they're falling behind. And I agree that they fell back, and like Gemini in the beginning was disgusting. Oh man, Gemini was terrible. But it's gotten a lot better. But just when it comes down to like data, bro, and like what they could do with it, don't ever forget what they have. Like, it's fucking Google. They're the ones literally stopping us from streaming right now. So what are we saying? But yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. LZMH, SPY. What is this? Sundance Growth raises $125 million for new debut fund. Well, winner. No, I think Tesla's different. That's what I've realized. I think Tesla is the Apple of EV cars. That's it. Self-driving, robo-taxis, EV. Tesla is the Apple. Everybody else is the Android. That's what I realized. Because I think Waymo has a way better self-driving than Tesla. Just of what I've seen. But guess what? The Waymo looks like a fucking piece of shit with 18 cameras, and it's not a car. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like Androids. Androids have more power than iPhone. It's ease of use and look and everything. People prefer the Apple, right? So when it comes down to cyber, EV, and all of that, I think Tesla is the Apple, and everybody else is Google is the Android. All right, SPY going on. Google announces availability of memory optimized machine series, Compute Engine M4, most optimized VM with under 6 terabytes of memory. Apple is waking up right now. If that has follow through, you're going to probably get a deal announcement. Amazon's going too. And then this SPY. Yeah, Amazon and Apple, eyes up. Ooh. Oh, everyone keeps sending the multifamilies. So people don't be scared by that. I just saw that one. What time is it? 9:04. Actually, I don't think MSTR is ripping. Nvidia, bro, Nvidia, it looks like silver. But yeah, Nvidia, silver, all of them. All right. You think the cow, I've been waiting for Trump to move since Reddit? I don't know, but I'll tell you this, bro. Are you ready? I was thinking about this the other day, last night when I tweeted it. I think Reddit is going to get in trouble. Sadly. I don't think Reddit is allowed to keep getting away with this, you guys. Like, I remember, I'm an early shareholder of Facebook. So I remember when Facebook would get involved, and then before you knew it, the conversation went from blaming the people to blaming the platform. But I do genuinely, I might even start calling on it. I do think Reddit needs to get in trouble. They can't keep doing this. They're literally leaking info, and it's being used as a place to organize like crime and like homegrown terrorism. But yeah, I think I think Donald Trump is gonna go after them eventually, because I don't think this is acceptable. It's too like crazy. What do you mean you're putting out locations? And dude, they're like organizing straight up fucking riots on there. So yeah, I don't think that's good. Pum. You used your first Primerica, I said, and forgot at 16, enrolled in the first home. Nice. Let's go, baby. I love it, man. I love it. I'm seeing a lot of you guys are making good choices, bro. And I like it. That's what I want to see more of. That's what we should talk about more. And that's what I'm saying, like, bro, good choices. And I love to hear it, man. And that's why, you know, some of y'all will give you shit when it's not there because you see it. Bro, there's good choices and then there's bad ones when it comes to your money. Some of you are making very good ones. Some of you are making poor ones. But if you focus and you feel the call, that quiet call to make good choice, go, bro, go. And keep it up, man. I love it. Damn, those hit. The fuck? All right, spot going. Oh, that's what hit. Bradley Frizzle into Peach, baby. Oh, even though the spy's taking a red on there. Let's see what your boy does, Boeing. But Peach Nation, get your ass up. Horna. Oh. Let's go, baby. Bradley Frizzle into Peach. Oh. Why don't we organize a peach like riot? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we all just come together under consistency? Man, what up, Bradley? My man, I hope you had a good weekend, baby. And good morning. Happy Friday. Peach on a Monday. Peach on a everyday, dog. Stop it. But yeah, Spy took 3 big candles there. So in the middle of the peach, we had a couple of things. Again, where are the chips and all of that? But yeah, bro, those just moved. But then again, we're at VWAP. I don't know if it'll have any follow through. We will see. Who was the other one with no follow through? Tem. Apple faded? Yeah, well, there you go. Holy shit, yeah. So, dude, check Amazon, now NVIDIA. Yeah, they're all doing it. So maybe there was a good word turned bad word. But watch out, though. Nothing's really had that follow through yet. So we will see. But I need to go to the bathroom now. So now I will make you watch my video. I'll play my own commercial. You guys want to see me? I was just chilling, bro. Can I be honest with you guys? I was naked in this video. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't have pants. I had like whitey tighties on. I was just, that's what I was doing because I was just sitting there and I was doing my grounding and I was like, oh shit, I got to make a video. It's Sunday, right? And I was like, all right, well shit, let me just talk to him. So I just took my camera and then, yeah, here we are. But it's a very important video.
Everything, and all you young guys, everybody out there telling you you left behind, you fell behind, you're too late. Don't believe them. Don't get mad at the boomers, because this is your opportunity and you better lock in and understand it. So we're gonna go over that. Then I got a Waymo vlog for you. A Waymo almost got me arrested, so you guys could take a look at that. And then I'm gonna go over these dates actually, so I might as well give them to you now. I know we've been on members only, but I said this channel will be easy to follow from the long term all the way to important information. And this is it right here. Pretty much from July till September or even June. G7 is in a couple dates. We'll hear about Canada and all of that. But you can see here the date for the spending bill. We have a deadline there. The reciprocal's ending. You even end it with the FOMC. This is going to kind of be a broader policy calendar that you can follow. So watch out for that. Now, speaking of the members only, you know, I think we should do that to talk about everything, because I made this video 4 weeks ago on this channel. Easy to follow, and people got mad. Trump supporters, non-Trump supporters. I thought I was being respectful about it and explaining it very easily. I was like, bro, they're spending a lot of money. Very simple, very objective. I told you what I still support, what I don't, and what part I didn't like about it. And then, ironically enough, 4 weeks later, we watch Elon Musk and everybody freak out about it. So the spending bill is important. And my stance has been the same. And I've been telling you, and I forgive all of you, let's not get mad. Let's get rich. This is what I'm saying, because if you understand what it is and how it's going to play out, this is going to be your opportunity. And if you set up accordingly, that's all that really matters. It sucks with the politics sometimes, but like I told you, you got to protect yourself, protect your family and your future. So that being said, now, what matters is the spending bill. And what you should be asking right now, right here today, is whether or not by July 4th, do they keep the bill they have?
Nice. So Trump, we made great decisions sending National Guard to deal with violent instigated riots in Cali. If we had not done so, LA would have been completely obliterated. The very incompetent Governor Gavin Newsom and quote-unquote Mayor Karen Bass should be saying, "Thank you, President Trump, you were so wonderful. We would be nothing without you, sir." Instead, they chose to lie to the people of California and America by saying that we weren't, and that these are peaceful protests. Just one look at the pictures and videos of the destruction tells you all you have to know. We will always do what is needed to keep our citizens safe, so we can together make America great again. So yeah, that's what it was. And then the video on the low now. So watch Apple, but I'm shocked the market's holding up a little better without it. So let's see, but yeah. And then he's just talking about that, nothing to do with China meeting. Estimated 10K child tax credit, 2.5 for 40 million families. Besson's given an update. So did you guys hear the rumor? Apparently they said Elon and Besson got into a physical altercation. That's the rumor. Over the weekend, they're saying that at one point in a talk, Elon put a shoulder into Besson, and Besson pushed him back, and Besson put up hands, like they were about to squabble. That's a rumor. I can't confirm it, but they say this is going around. Yeah. That's a rugby tackle. Yeah. It wasn't like that. I read a little bit on it. They're saying Elon push the shoulder, when you walk by somebody and you try to drop the shoulder, and I think he did that to Besson, and Besson was not having that, and Besson was just threw up hands, bro. Or yeah, I don't know. Again, this is just the 1970s thing with the Fed chair. We don't know. These are just people talking about it, but yeah, you have reports. All rumor, all rumor. I don't think he gave him the black eye. No. San Diego for the weekend. Oh yeah, it was good weather, bro, until yesterday. Yesterday, bro, it was sunny everywhere, and then you go to the beach and then it's just cloudy. No. Oh yeah, there was that report on them beefing. Because Elon was going off on Twitter randomly. He just finally did it on Trump, and then everybody's but then Elon started tweeting a bunch of retweets. Elon's trying to act like nothing happened. Have you seen his Twitter? Elon just tweeting spaceships, retweeting Donald Trump with American flags. Elon definitely trying to act like nothing happened. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Bowen's up. KWM, that one came back up. Yeah, Elon's not a small guy. They modeled the design of the Cybertruck off of him. So, yeah, he's a big dude. But, yeah, he's still... I don't know. I wouldn't put Besson... I would take Besson, though. I would think, honestly. Ukraine says Russia hasn't replied to proposals made in Turkey. Ethereum is going vertical. I don't know if it's just all the Ethereum things. Estee Lauder. Bro, if you got those at those, what was it, like 50s or something? Fire. I wish I got Ulta. And then Bond's coming back. You just had Apple and NVIDIA dump. Apple's still into the low. I'm surprised we're not going down right now. Yeah, I think Google's holding. Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft's taking the bid for you. That's why. Because I'm like, no fucking way. You have NVIDIA and Apple just dumping, and we're still holding. If anything, Dow is the only one in the red. But then again, Apple and NVIDIA are on the Dow. And then there's McDonald's on the high. SBAC. Yeah, there is a crypto thing today. We're going to hear at it. I think 2 or 1, they said. Raytheon awarded contract. Is that from, remember on Friday? There was a bunch of contracts that came out. I don't know if that's new or old or just from Friday. Sibia urges allies to step up sanctions in Russia. Ruski. Oh, I watched Lilo and Stitch. It was fire. They didn't ruin it. So that was good. It was kind of like, I don't know why I wanted more Stitch, but yeah, it was a good movie. You could take your kids to go see it. Lilo didn't have a boyfriend or anything. Or Stitch didn't have a boyfriend. They weren't doing any violent things. It wasn't weird. It was just a normal Lilo and Stitch movie, bro. It was good to see. Good to see. Mm-hmm. All right, Palantir, NVIDIA still on the low. Ohana means family. Yeah, and MSTR. Again, you have everything else going up. And Nani willingly giving. Wait, don't ruin it. But yeah, I feel you. Right, I was thinking that. I'm like, damn, she ditching. I was like, that's cold, bro. Sinners, we were gonna rent it. It was on Amazon, but I saw the trailer, bro. It doesn't look that good. I know everybody likes Sinners, but I'm not interested in it. Not only because it's called Sinners, but I looked at the trailer, seemed mad confused. It's just like a weird vampire movie. I don't know. I was not sold. I was not sold. What time is it? 12:19. So we did have Euro close. Oh, we should do some push-ups. We're 10 minutes away. It was overhyped. Yeah, we didn't. I don't know. We had the shot to watch it, but we watched Lilo, and then we watched Ballerina. I told you I wasn't gonna do shit this weekend. I just tanned. I acted like a plant, and then we watched movies. And I hung out with my family. So yeah, we watched 2 movies. I didn't like Ballerina either. It was good, but it was just weird. It wasn't as good as John Wick. I thought you guys were telling me to watch it. I thought it was a dancing movie. I was like, you guys are weird. And then I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. It was good to watch, but it was good, but they could have added more story. It was just like any John Wick movie. Just a lot of action, good scenes, But then that's it. I felt like the plot we could have plotted a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's TEM. Let's see, did that one play go or nah? Yeah, TEM. Let's see if it finally has followed through. The plays are up 40%. No way. Yeah, that one hit. Shit. Yeah, Joby, watch out for all of those. And then again, Apple, NVIDIA, and then crypto is just leading. Yeah, Qualcomm, that's from the morning. Yeah, Tesla, I'm surprised. There's been a lot of activity. Again, the CEO just called the president a PDF. MSTR again. The Nibuses are still holding up, but they were more in the morning. Again, I only have the free ones left. So those were up for 200%. Now they're at 60. But Nibus is climbing. Like I said, if you want to go for the double dip, that might be there. Core Weave. The streamer that got shot at Bellagio? No. What? This was a wild weekend, huh? I heard a lot of different things. SPY going up, and then, bro, the Bitcoin stock. So this was the, like, S-Bet Sympathy, the ghetto one. We had this last week. I kept it very small, but that one's now back, like, decent. 10%. But yeah, I didn't see anything about a guy getting shot on the Bellagio. That's crazy. Okay, SPY going up pretty big. Yeah, Bitcoin is very good today. Tag me on it. Tag me on the shooting. Tag me on Twitter. Real Cult News. I didn't see that. Tyree tagged me on that one video at the airport with the Egyptian lady. I retweeted it. If you want to see that. 2 streamers had beef and then one of them acted on their anger. That is crazy. Ethereum going. Monthly home values dropped in 27 of the last 50 states. New data from Zillow. Yeah, and be careful though. You're gonna hear people like the multifamily defaults that climbed again. So people keep bringing that up. But remember, that's like the same situation we've been in. That is the same as of what we dealt with the last like 3 years with like commercial and all of those types of properties. We saw the stream before it got taken down. Is there not a video of it? Yeah, I did not hear about that. And then when is the Apple thing? People on Twitter keep talking about that. Oh, fuck, bro. Yeah, there is a video. Dude, what? Yeah, bro. Well, you could go on my Twitter. Chad just retweeted it. That's crazy. The Lilo and Stitch, yeah. You have Ohana tattooed? No way. It was a good movie, bro. You'll love it. You'll love it. Disney did not do what Disney has done the last couple of years, so it was just a straight movie, bro. It was good. Just same plot as last time. Oh, wait, you were there? I thought you said you saw it. I thought you meant the video. You were there? That's crazy. And bro, silver? Whoa. Yo, silver and gold are hitting a high right now. Yo, what is this? Okay, you can make silver free. They're up over 100%. It's just up to you of whether or not. Damn it, man. Remember I told you I went small on it? I should have went bigger. But yeah, that one, I don't know if we're going to make it free or not. You can, though. Because again, those don't really move, but the way it's moved as of late, it's kind of been pretty legit. Is this the guy? Oh, I got the whole story. Oh, dude, this guy's going to, like, jail. This is so premeditated. Dog, that's terrible. So, apparently, I have the story now. El Coyote tagged me in it. Dude, this guy was, like, hunting this dude. Holy shit. All right, let's see. The Thames you can make free. I think I need to. I might as well hold it. A fake Twitter, yeah, it happens. Thermo Fisher on the high. Yeah, so there's like a huge ass story on it. On June 8th, fatal? Wait, he died? Oh man. Near Bellagio, YouTuber Finny the Legend took place after 11. Suspect identified as YouTuber Sin City Manny Wise, known as Manny D and associated with the Sin City Family Channel, allegedly opened fire, targeted Finny the Legend and his wife. Indicate that the shooting stemmed from a year-long online feud between the two YouTubers, possibly exasperated by Finny mocking Manny and his wife in a video posted 5 days earlier. It shows him walking along the strip accompanied by a woman believed to be his wife. Briefly appeared in the background, seemingly unaware of them initially. Moments later, it ensued, yelling Manny to get over here. Manny then pulled out a handgun and fired at least 7 shots off screen, causing bystanders to scatter. The woman grabbed the camera and appeared to fall, though it was unclear if she was hit. Finny the Legend and his wife were killed. Oh my gosh, are you serious? And then a 17-year-old was shot? Bro, what? What an idiot, dude. Yeah, every day he went through every casino and indicating premeditation. That's wild. He killed him and his wife over YouTube beef? That's so odd. Synchrony. Ooh, good morning. Yeah, that sucks. Well, it's obvious, like, you know, when it comes down to that situation, you guys could get happy or sad, but it's obvious that it's Donald Trump's fault. So, you know, like 2 individual citizens combat each other, and then one YouTuber kills another, you blame Donald Trump, right? So we don't have to talk much about that, but it is sad, and it is Donald Trump's fault. So other than that, though, I can't believe that. The SYF's already gapped up, though. They're not there yet, but you will be able to make them free here in a second. Yeah, I took a synchrony in the morning. I had to ban other homie because he called out the play. But yeah, we read that one in the morning, and I ended up making a play on it. IoT on the low. Tem actually worked, and then look at Pfizer, you guys. Pfizer's up damn 3% right now. It's crazy. Without, bro, if NVIDIA, Microsoft, I think Microsoft's still up, but if NVIDIA and Apple can move, dude, today would look crazy. I can't believe we're holding up with the amount of, like, random-ass big reds. Trump was asked about Newsom daring Homan to arrest him, and he said, I would. Oh, shit. Watch out. You're going to get media headlines on that.
Oh, dude, how do you support Donald Trump? How did he just said he arrest governor?
But yeah, Donald Trump just said he would arrest Newsom. That's the too long didn't read, but somebody asked him a question, and they were, like, jesting with him. It seems they were daring Homan, the border guy, to arrest him. Or it was, yeah, Homan's the border guy. And then Trump jokingly or seriously said, I would. So get ready for the media to spin that one around, but that is coming out right now. Very funny and interesting. I would. Homan is scary, bro. That dude is just so straightforward, but I'd like him, though. I'd want to work with him. He would be somebody, if, like, you were working with him, he would just tell you very bluntly, no, Yes. He's like John Wick. He only says a couple of words. All right, you're holding up. What time is it? 9:30? Yeah, I saw that. Someone just tagged me in that video. Liberals are training to fight MAGA. You guys didn't know that? I'm not even like... Yeah. You guys tagged me in this one. So they have like camps. It's like... So they could fight back. Yeah, it's real. Remember we saw this months ago with the guy doing the jumping jacks? He's like, I got to get in shape now because Donald Trump's the president. But like, I could take 20 of them. I'm not even like a big dude, but like I could easily, I think the ratio is like 20-1. I think it reminds me of LT. Have you ever heard that LT fight? Like LT got in a street fight before, and like these like short kids were like picking on LT, and like he got into a street fight, and no exaggeration, LT was like picking motherfuckers up and throwing them. It was wicked. I've seen this happen multiple times. I've seen LT in street fights before. And like I don't know why I guess that's what happens when you're like big and tall. You just get into fights. But yeah, I've literally just seen him throw people. So that's what that reminds me of. Well, no, wouldn't be worried. The open hand punch is effective sometimes. So, you know, respect your enemy. You never know. It's crazy out here, bro. MSTR again and Caterpillar. Lifting weights and getting in shape is MAGA. I know. Those fascist activities, bro. You better watch out. EIX. All right, see if the spy might do it now, man. I haven't heard anything on the Homan thing, but I'm expecting some drama. You're just going to get headlines on that. Those ACHRs, jeez, bro. Yeah, there's still a lot of plays that ran and are still holding. This timeline is dumb. Yeah, but like, it's kind of needed, you know, because I think that like when the young generation gets older, and as we go through it, man, I think a lot of people are just sick of everything. You know, there's people still fighting on both sides, but sometimes when shit gets dark enough and gets annoying enough, it like kind of pushes people to a revival. So I hope everybody is essentially just over it. And then we're like, you know what? Let's just be friends. Woo! No? No one's with me? Okay. That's cool. You could be my friend. I don't care. Okay, SPY's above 600. Every time it's gone above here, it got knocked down. So that means you're going probably to like 60-13 TLT bonds. Microsoft is picking up the slack for Nvidia and Apple, and even Apple's still kind of coming up there. So let's see. Social media. Yeah, K&W. That one was up earlier. You want to agree it's sick, and then whenever you talk to people at work, and then they're like, MAGA people are Nazis. But that's what I'm saying. It's to the point though where some people, they're still not there. I was explaining it to my girlfriend yesterday because she would ask me about Trump, and she's like, you like that? And she's like, you don't think that's this? And she's like, you don't think there's another way they could go about it? And I was explaining to her. I was like, man, this reminds me of Trump in the beginning, because I remember Trump number one. He would do stuff and people would be like, that's not right. We don't like that. Maybe you could do it another way. And people were very critical. But now, after seeing Trump 1.0 and this time around, I agree with him. Just because it's just like, bro, people do not back down. And a lot of this like cultural stuff and some of the negativity stuff, I definitely think Trump let him slide on term number one, and they went ham off of that. And now he's going by. It's like, if you don't stop some of this dramatic negative culture stuff, it's just going to keep running. So unfortunately, I do think there's a conversation of, yeah, you could do it in other ways, but it's gotten to the point where it's just like, it's either good or bad. It's either things are good for you or not. And I would stomp out anything that's not good. So, yeah. But we do need more. You need more pain. And, you know, when people see more problems in society and other stuff, then they will. Like you're saying, people at work, they don't feel it yet. And that's good. That's both good and bad. You don't want people to feel it. But the way I see it in 10, 20 years is that a lot of people, you know, they're going to have this experience. They're going to have the taste of it next time they think about, you know, getting involved in what they want in politics. And it didn't leave a good taste in a lot of people's mouths. Some people are still mad and angry, but the further we get from this, you look back, it's like, nah, that's not, people didn't, you know, it caused more conflict and problems, and people did not like the outcomes when it's all said and done. Yeah, people can protest in other ways. That's the thing. I was just explaining it to my girlfriend. I was like, man, believe me, like if this stuff was happening with Trump and I was the same 5-6 years ago, I was like, oh, you could do it another way. No, you could do it. But no, it's like, dude, some of these people are very violent, and if you try to be nice to them and not fix the problem, they make it worse. So honestly, screw California. This is wrong. They shouldn't be doing that, bro. Your governor and mayor should not be advocating citizens to riot, right? Because if I did it, I would get banned. So, yeah, it's weird. Microsoft and Amazon. So Apple's even going up now. You're near the high. SPY's breaking the level. This might be enough juice, bro. So let's see. No, there's not a put on the VIX, but this is exactly what I've been trying to tell you guys the last couple of days. The VIX floor is rising. So that's just like as a result of the peak uncertainty. And then we still have uncertainty, but it's not like that. Just kind of after the pandemic, the VIX floor is going to climb. So that's going to leave you in your own unique situation. But that's why some of these days we go up and like the VIX won't go lower even though we're climbing. It's because the floor of volatility has been raised. The floor of uncertainty has been raised, damn it. Bro, can you guys hear me? Why is my OBS tweaking? I can't move my OBS. What is happening? Okay, there it is. Oh, that was weird, bro. What a day. What a day for the computers. Freedom of speech is radical? I mean, if you support the LA stuff, all you, bro. I'm not trying to beef with you. All I'm saying is that keep doing it, bro. Watch. Like, y'all don't get it. It's not the same as 2020 anymore. Like, you go ahead. You could go cause a riot and say it's for a public good, but if you cause more harm, no one's receiving your message like that, and no one's playing that game anymore. Does that make sense? Because believe me, I like illegal immigrants. I know that may be weird for some of you to hear, but guess what? If you're in this country and you don't cause problems, I would love for you to be here. I don't give a fuck how you got here if you don't cause trouble. And I know a lot of people in here feel the same way. But it's like, that's why it's just like, bro, I don't think people are realizing it's like the more you cause problems. And now this isn't about the immigration. This is about causing damage, and people they're not having the same view. Like, even I look at it, and like I'm saying, I don't have the same sympathy where I'm like, oh no, yeah, Donald's bad and like this. It's like, nah, it's like you guys are go. Protest immigration. Don't destroy a Kobe mural. Yeah, Fox is popping. 1.3. Remember, you had the WBD. They announced that they're going to spin off their business. So, yeah, Fox is going up. Fox is really ripping. Fox in the middle of that rant. We didn't miss a beat. There's honestly no good plays on that, though. I'm looking. It's up only 1.5, to be honest. That's not even like a news trigger. So check news. Something's going on there. Yeah, I don't see anything, but Fox low-key hit the volatility wick and then just came right back down. I don't see anything. Yeah, I'm checking still. Spreads are tightening and there's 0 options on. I'd watch it. Again, you had big news out of WBD today. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah. All right, not bad. Not bad. But yeah, trade talks between China and U.S. are in the 4th hour, working through dinner. 4th member of Chinese delegation walked outside. They do not seem upset. They're just getting an update. So yeah, like we were saying, it might go into tomorrow, and that's going to be the caveat, because then you're just gonna keep more carrots. Could be a CNBC pump. I don't know what's going on with Fox though. If they mentioned it, then that's it. Otherwise, I got no headlines. I've checked everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, though, it's just different this time. I don't know. I'm glad, but I can't explain it. Just now, when people do these riots and stuff, people aren't giving it the same benefit of the doubt. And like I'm saying, bro, I support immigrants. I really do. And I think, bro, for real, if you're in this country, whether you're illegal or not, this is the same advice I would give to any, just, bro, stay low key. You have nothing to worry about. That's it. It's the troublemakers and the people going out of their way, both illegal and non-illegal. It's just really weird. And that's what I'm saying. Go get your bag, work hard, stay out of trouble. No one's going to fuck with you, bro. I promise you. And even if they do, you stay low key, you stay in the right place, bro. It's always better, and at least you could live with that. But and then again, all this protest stuff, it's just not worth it. So I hope none of you get involved in a negative way, and at the same time too, just a lot of people don't view it as they're not viewing it as you're fighting for immigrants. That's not what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it was years ago where you could do that and still stand for the cause. Now it just looks weird. Sadly it starts to prove Donald Trump's points, and that doesn't look good. And I would hate for that to happen. I think it was all the mayor. It was the mayor, and then Newsom just played along, but then he fucked up. But it was the mayor first. It was a couple days ago. What her name, Karen, and she was just she encouraged it. It's crazy. That's what I was telling you guys the other day with messaging. And we're gonna kill all of you. People listen to that, and then if you start telling people go riot, that's unacceptable. Stand against that, and then the streets turn into fire. What do you think's it's just all messaging. XOP, Energy, and Palant, and now this SPY. That is your rally. So literally, bro, we went 7 hours doing nothing. This isn't even that good, bro. You're not even higher than the other high, but you're 3 points away from setting a new high since Liberation Day. Remember, we were at, 76 or whatever was the 50s, and now you got past 6,000. But now it's finally breaking out. You were here on Friday. Anywhere above here now, that's it. New highs or not. It's either going to stop here or it's going to keep going. Yeah, and on bonds too. Everything, bro. Long term, it's up, Habibi. It's up, Habibi. Wow. Broadcom still post earnings, to be honest. I think that's why. It's still like reacting to their report rather than the market. Amazon. Nib is still up. Oracle. Circle. Okay. I like insurance plays. I don't know about Bro, but they've been doing good. And then Spy's running a couple of the other hype plays that were already active. They're getting... LT just sent me another compound. I don't even want a compound. I just keep finding them. Tessie, no news. Nice. All right. I got a free circle play. So those went up 70%. All right, MSTR. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then we only got 10 minutes, actually. It's funny, bro. They literally stopped it. And if you guys want, if they keep lagging you out, man. Oh, OMH? Oh, why do I remember this one? I'm thinking of something else, I think. Yeah, OMH popping. Oh, my home. Yeah, I flipped a circle. I was watching it. Like I said, those cheap options that are the expensive ones, they were going, when I was telling you, they were at $9, and then they dropped to like below $3. So I grabbed them and I flipped them. I got a free one. It was expensive. It wasn't cheap. Halted. I was going to tell you guys something else, though. Well, Amazon, Apple, a lot of things are moving on up, Chatadonia. So on that note, I do need to go. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. We're just going to move on over because I need to go pee. But then I'm like, a lot of things are moving on up, Chatadonia. Yeah, so by the time we get on over, it's going to be Philo. Oh, yeah, WDC starts in 10 minutes. So even then. Bro, high ticker is ripping. Is that a new high? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you're either just squeezing the level, but you're about to hit a new high. This is either update on China news or something. Even those Boeings are going. Yeah, I don't know what this is, bro. But that is killer. Yeah, bigger stick. I don't see, watch the Truth socials, but yeah, we haven't heard anything else. But that's a big pop now. You're hitting a new high since Liberation Day. There it is, my friends. Oh my goodness, 60.17. So again, 33 to 60.50, and then that's it. And then anything above 60.50, again, I think 60.70, or no, 61. Yeah, so 60.50, and then 60.70-ish, then 60.90, then 60.100. It's going to go 50 points, 25 points at a time, really. So, yeah. Locked in, baby. New high for the long term once again. I know. Well, on that note, you're probably going to hear more trade headlines SPY's hitting a high. You're not missing anything, so I wouldn't get too FOMO'd, but whatever happens as an update, it'll either be today or after the bell or into tomorrow. We'll go from there. So other than that, Chadadonia, we're going to move on over to Philo. If you would like to hear about your Lord Jesus Christ and maybe get some news in the process, I would join on up. KD, oh, that's big, 1.6. Big volume. This looks like something developing. Kindrel, KD, keep that on watch. A lot of things are moving. So, yeah, if you want to be there, you'll need a membership. If not, I'll see you around Power Hour. And again, if it's laggy, complain to YouTube. They'll fix it. But I will see you guys on over on that video. And if I don't see you at Power Hour, have a wonderful day. And your long term, even with $200 a month, can get you a down payment, okay? So save, baby. Ownership, that's the key. Peace.